Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining me tonight. Joining us tonight, I will be joined here momentarily by AR Hayes and Mama Bear, amongst others that may join us tonight as well. Thank you all for joining us on such short notice. I do appreciate this so very much. Um, I got a phone call tonight and got some very bad news, unexpected, to some extreme. And then somebody else called me and verified it shortly thereafter that. And I thought this was the least I could do, as did AR. AR contacted me and we kind of put our heads together quickly. And here we are tonight. So just give me one moment. I want to finish playing this song out for Tommy Jude. And we will kick this off, you guys. Again, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We'll be right.
Found shadows creep under the moon, whispers haunt a deadly tune. The law is blind, the wicked thrive. One man stands barely alive. True crime soldier, marching alone. Fists of vengeance, heart of stone. True crime soldier, blood on the ground. In the chaos, power found. Power found. Chains rattle, steel door slam, world of fire, who gives a damn? Burning skies, ash rains down, crowned in pain, wear the crown.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome, AR, Mama Bear. Thank you for joining us all tonight.
Hello.
Very much appreciated. AR, great to have you here, brother. Thank you for calling me and wanting to do this.
Yeah, I'm glad you answered the phone. This is important for the entire community. I know I'm kind of a distant, private person, but this community means a lot to all of us, and I know how much this meant to Tommy. Like this community was Tommy's life. This was his family. This was his blood, and
Yeah, and that's the song that I opened this up with. True Crime Soldier is absolutely dedicated to him in every aspect, because that is, in my opinion, what he was from the moment he stepped onto this platform.
yeah, I met Tommy even before he came on to this platform via Facebook. And let me tell you, it was one of the greatest things that ever happened to me to be able to meet Tommy, because he always pushed me a little bit to think outside the box and to
Yes.
be, more creative and just more accepting of differences, even though him and I, we had butted a few times, which was always fun. Tommy was legitimately one of the most caring people I had ran into. And
Absolutely.
I think when him and I stepped onto the platform, it was about the same time. And I don't know. He deserves so much love, even for the people that maybe don't respect things he presented or things he had to say. You just had to legitimately like him as a person that would do anything and literally love you no matter the differences you had. It's hard.
I can absolutely agree with you on that.
I mean, to think of how quick this came, like I had no idea. There you go. I had no idea. I watched your show a little bit earlier today, and I was getting ready to work on the new projects that I have going on behind the scenes for my channel, and I happened to be in a content creator's Bronx Tales chat for a few minutes. She has a great crowd as well, and somebody mentioned it, and I immediately picked up the phone and I called Tommy's phone, hoping that it was just not true, that it just wasn't true, and it was.
See, that's how Mama Bear called me. I was sitting down at the table with my family. We were playing a card game or something, and yeah, that's how I received the news. Thank God, she said she didn't want me to find out, a different way, which I appreciate very much. Mama Bear is very good for doing that. So unfortunately, that's my understanding. AR verified it after Mama Bear called, as he contacted Tommy's
son also posted something on, I think it was on one of Tommy's.
Okay. So that's how we verified it. And that's why I was going to go live and do this. AR called me. And what better way to bring together the community in the way that we should. And when something like this happens, Tommy would have loved this. Tommy will love this, as I know he's probably looking out right now.
I spoke directly to the son. You could tell he's shook, he's in shock, which of course it's weird for me, Dago, because through the years of places I've been, I became kind of numb, and it's unfortunate that I'm that way, because I mean, my wife even says it's not fair to people that, care about me that I'm as numb as that. But this one hit, it hit a different way than a lot of things normally do for me. And when I was talking to his son, the only thing I could do is extend my hand to him and tell him anything that he needs, any time of night that it is. I don't care how he's thinking, feeling. My number is in that phone, and he can use it at any point in time, and I'll do whatever I possibly can,
right.
To help. I don't know the son. I've never talked to him.
I have not either. I've heard good things about him from Tommy at points and times, but I don't know him personally.
But I'll anything I could do, anything I could do, I'd shit. Dago, I'd probably hop in the car and drive to Minnesota tomorrow if he needed something. I would be on my. I would be driving. Jen would have to do the driving, but I would be on my way.
Right.
But it's so crazy too, because the distance that comes between us as creators when things happen and we get busy, or different family things, work, health, but it doesn't mean that we're separated as actual people that care about each other. And this this was just me in a hospital room not long ago, battling. And somebody let me know when I was going through the stuff they said, hey, Tommy's in really bad shape too. It's both of you. And I was sure hoping that I was going to get to spend some time with Tommy. And I texted him the other day. It's really crazy. I texted him the other day and said, let's do a show. Because I missed the one all of you guys did with the finale, and I saw it after the fact with everybody on panel. It looked like a great panel, a great group of people with a great discussion. I I wasn't there for that, so I was really hoping Tommy would reach back out to me and just say, "All right, we'll do one more last hurrah argument online together. We'll do something crazy for everybody to watch." That's what I was hoping. The two sickly old men arguing it out on YouTube or something, you know. But I didn't hear back from him.
Well, he's been it's been rough. I talked to him a couple of days after the show that he did, the last show he did. We had a phone conversation, and I thanked him for many different things. He thanked me. Um, it was just one of those talks, you know. And I thought, of course, he didn't seem to play into the situation as severe as it was, and sounded optimistic, so on and so forth. All of this, so I didn't expect tonight to be tonight. I'll just put it that way. It right out of you know what I mean. So that
Yeah,
being
I don't think that the three of us, none of us were expecting this show tonight.
no, not tonight at all. I thought there was quite a bit longer, but I think that was done on purpose. The way he didn't want it to be, from what we talked about, it was not a boohoo me thing. He didn't want that. Okay, so I get that. That's not his way. I understand it. You know, so that there's that. But at this point, it's well deserved. Anything that's spoken about him tonight is all, and being here right now is beyond deserved. Real quick, I want to step aside just to acknowledge everybody here real fast on my side of things. If you don't mind, guys, I want to welcome Deborah Ackland, Meg P, Leah Story, of course, Leslie and Billy 768, Amy Conway, Chick Bait, Meg P, Cat K, Scully's in the house, Truth Seeker, Don't Be Hating, Ryan Anderson, Kim Young, Miss Bianca's in the house, Miss Christo, Reality with Miss Krista, Miss Jules, good to see you tonight, Cat K, Tattoo Gal, I'm sorry, the Holly Berry 7975, Kane B's in the house, Hemisphere, welcome back, my friend, R. Slayton 6946, welcome back, me. Let's see, Annie Ruler. Let me see here. I'm sorry, you guys. K Bass, welcome to you. Jackie Bushable, Chick Bait, welcome. I think I said that. If I repeat, guys, I'm a little off put right now, so I'm sorry. Victoria Burgess, welcome to you. Wonders Deep, good to see you. Mary Holt, Allison White, wonderful to have you here tonight as well. Julia Rose, Annie Ruler. I think I did that twice. Let's see, Allison White. Of course, Mama Bear's here with me in AR. Annie Ruler. I did this again. I'm sorry, guys. Ritzy Cat, 8063. Invisible Karma, welcome to you. Meanie's in the house tonight. Good to see you. SLE, welcome back to you. Good Trouble. Woman Power 101, wonderful to have you here. Ryan Anderson, Invisible Karma. Great to see you. I think I said that too again. My apologies. Circus Music, Denise Koenig. Fizzy's in the house. Cat Lover, welcome back to you as well. Give me 1 minute, guys. I'm almost there. Little Devil 78, Wayne B. A Little Blue 22. I'm sorry, a Little Blue 222, SRB, of course. Ryan Anderson, wonderful to see you as well. Let's see here, guys. True Seeker. Cat Lover again. Last 24s in the house. Welcome, Mikey. Keep It Real, Gwen. Heidi HC, welcome to you. Mama 5, good to see you. Brandon Hardesty, welcome to you. In Stitches, good to see you. Pammy B, Christina 27X. Of course, Miss Tandy, Seahawks fans in the house. Deborah, or I'm sorry, I already seen that. Starting to double roll, guys. And if there's anybody that I'm missing, I will catch up as the chat catches up. S. Dyer Kai Lady, welcome to you. 1 minute. Molly Drake, of course. Good golly, oh Molly. Betty Davis Eyes, good to see you. Busted Flush. Becky's in the house. Mama J. Thank you so much. Bobby N5J Beach Babe. Smart ass Patriot 445. Wonderful to see you tonight, Patriot. Thank you all. 1 minute here. Bria Silva. I always say that wrong. Busted Flush. Beachy D 854. Sleuthy Kitty. Greg Mertz 1202. Jody 18. Wade Bird, Miss Christine. Little Devil. Let's see. I think we're getting to the top here. I did send an email to Birdie, KP, Kent Corbett. Wonderful to see you all. Carrie Pashula, thank you for joining us. Miss Jody. Liv Loves Dale, welcome to you. Canadian Cat Lady, welcome back to you. And I did see a comment. I'm gonna speak on that in a minute. And I only because of I didn't realize. Cloudy Outcome, wonderful to see you. 1953 times 2B. Michelle F, welcome back to you. Sharon Asp, good to see you. There it is. Twat Waffle 007. I'm so sorry, and I will speak on this in a moment. Shell is 8. Herta La Paz 8359. Wonderful to see you. Mittens for Kittens. Teat AJ, wonderful to have you here. Brandon, I seen you earlier. True Crime Queen 68. What the LEL? LE, I'm sorry about that L. Any ruler though. Okay. Denise Conant. Okay, guys, I'm repeating you guys now. I'm sorry. Stop watching me. Crime will tell. Christina, Little Devil, and True Crime Queen 68. Welcome to you. Circus Music. Rach, thank you so much. Don Caps, good to see you. Rach put together the thumbnail for this and the background we have up here tonight for this as well. Thank you, Rach, for that. Lily Rose, wonderful to see you, dear. And let me see down here at the bottom. Jazz. 1 second, everybody.
And for everybody on my side, I'm sorry, I don't have my contacts in, so I can't read the screen like Dago does. He does an excellent job of saying hello to everybody anyway. So I'm appreciative of Mama Bear and Dago for handling the majority of the work tonight.
Yes, unique. I'm sorry. I don't want to miss anybody. If I can't, Sam Panther, Cryptic Conversions, Miss Noel. Sorry, all right. I didn't mean to cut you off, brother. Lenore 144. Jazzu. So there was a statement, and I mean from the bottom of my heart, so sorry, Twat Waffle. It was never anything like that. Kane B. Bridget, 752, and the rest of you, if I haven't caught up with you, I will, I promise. There's so many of you in here. Thank you so much for joining us. I didn't realize, that there would be anybody that would be going live on Tommy's channel to say anything because it was his channel. I didn't think that would happen. I was just told that it happened, and just from my heart, because I love Tommy to death, I just felt it was something I had to do. And then AR contacted me right when I made that decision. At the same time, we decided to do it together. It was never anything to step on anybody's toes. We would never do that. I can promise you that. So my deepest apologies if that's how it came across. I did not even think that anybody would go to his channel to put something out. So I'm very deeply sorry.
I didn't think about it either. I was going live on my channel and reached out to you because I felt it's extremely important that we all come together. People don't understand, like, we're real. We're real people here. I get it. Content creators. We have different channels. We do different things. We have different opinions, different thoughts, different everything. There you go. And sometimes it even leads to disagreements in what we believe on who's guilty, not guilty, or whatever it might be. But at the end of the day, we're real. And, we actually have communication, but also connections with each other that we've built. And this is by no means, I was not going live to disrespect Tommy or his channel in any way. I was actually going live to honor the man because I believe he deserves that.
Neither one of us, that wasn't a thought in my mind. I thought, unfortunately, because of the fact that he had passed. I would never think that somebody would go to his channel and go live on it. So that's my apologies there. I did not even think that. So I'm so sorry for that. Bonnie Bailey, welcome. I received um a Facebook statement from his son, and just thought this is something I have to do out of my respect for the man. And I love Tommy to death. Like I said, we did a lot of things together. We did butt heads occasionally here and there, but it was nothing ever serious. Tommy loved me. I loved him. That's facts. People that know us know that very well. And unfortunately, it ended this way on his side of things. But at least, I don't even know. I'm sorry, you guys. This is rough. I will show you what I was sent to me that was posted about this from his son. And this states that it says, just so you're all aware, if you can't read this, my dad, Tommy Jude, passed away last night. And I want to thank all of you for your kind words. He was an amazing man, and will be missed by so many. Excuse me, you guys. And that's from his son's Facebook account, and that came out. It says an hour ago. I just got this a little while back, so when I check these things, welcome Willie. Good to see you tonight, brother. Everybody that I have not welcomed yet, there's a lot of you in here right now. I can't catch up right this minute, but we are all eternally grateful to have you all here. All of our moderators, thank you. I'm sure that all of Tommy's moderators that are in here and his crew and his family, thank you as well. I can't speak for them, but I'm sure they will. They're all amazing people. His moderators are amazing, amazing people. The people that help, his producers, they're all amazing, every one of them. So, I'm very, very sorry that to come off this way, guys. I'm just a little shook right now. I'm sorry. I'm trying to put it myself together to make this is the best we can.
Okay. For those in the chat, I've seen several of them asking. Tommy had cancer. I believe was it in lung?
Yeah, that's what he told me.
Yeah. That's what
And then
I
it
thought.
has spread to his liver as well.
That's right.
And it's scary, Dago, if I could chime in for 1 second, because I think a
Absolutely.
lot of people know for the past year I've battled health ailments, including cancer myself, and it is no joke. So I fully understand Tommy's want to just keep rolling and be happy and everybody be happy and not take anything for himself. But that man, for him to still continue to come out here, be a part of this community through what I know he had to have been going through personally behind the scenes is amazing. And it's like a leadership, a guider for someone like myself to know I'm not the only one that is enduring something like this, and he handled it so gracefully and so well that I could only try to do somewhat as well as he did, because I couldn't do it as well as he did. He was a tone setter, like he literally was. He was a tone setter.
He was an amazing driving force. He was very driven. He was very I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to put out there. He was very focused on what he was looking for. And that song, like I said, True Crime Soldier, I put that together a while back, and it was just a song that I put together, and I was listening to it, and it gives gives its name to him, in my opinion, if that makes any sense. Okay, he truly was from the moment he stepped into this platform, the case that he came into on Idaho. And Tommy's talked about other cases, but when he really was looking for truth in this case, he really was. You know, we talked one time. I remember him telling me he can't stand the thought of an innocent man going to prison. You know, things that he's gone through with his son, his other son, and things like that. He's told me that's what gave him the focus and the passion to do what he was doing with this. And you have to respect that. I learned a lot of things from him. He had probably the biggest heart of anybody that I knew. And he was just an amazing person, folks, all the way around. He was a very amazingly talented musician. And he shared that with his community. Every time he was live, he would talk a little bit about this and a little bit about that, and he would always make sure that he ended everything with music. And music, as you all know, is in all of our lives. Something that Tommy and I hit on a long time ago, and we both agreed on that music makes the world go round, and it changes the world. And that was one of our biggest meeting points, you know. So he had a huge passion. I mean, I think, and I can't say just in the true crime world, I mean, in life itself, his passion was real for everything he touched his hand on, and anything that Tommy Jude touched in life. I think the passion spread throughout, truly.
Yeah, I mean, I try to sit here, Dago, and take in and grasp the things that you just said, because they're all so real and so true. And I'm trying to find the right wording to add on top of it, outside of the fact he's one of the most creatively brilliant people that you can find, that has the actual balls and guts to think outside the box and express himself in a manner that doesn't offend other people, but actually brings people into a community in a supportive way, to all for the common goal of family, love, peacefulness, togetherness. And even when him and I had our differences, and you know, we didn't air it out for everybody to get involved in drama. We did it the right way. We did it behind the scenes. We did it via talking to each other. We got to know each other a little bit better. We got to dig into each other's thoughts. And if there's anything that really I could just iterate on a night like this, is people need to take that same passion that Tommy has, as the togetherness, the peacefulness, the love, and combine that into the capability of just sharing that with others and talking things out. If you have a difference, don't become negative about it. Don't air it all out there. Just give them a call. Tell them how much you care. Talk it out. They go, I mean, you and I, we haven't agreed on everything in life. I mean, and that's just a part of the way it is. But at the end of the day, you know, you can call me and I know I can call you, and we're going to be on the same page of caring about each other and each other's families. And if something needs to be done, we're going to find a way to get it done to make everything good. And I think Tommy was one of the leaders of that. I know that we've watched times that Tommy got passionate and emotional and maybe said or did something that we didn't all agree with, but that was Tommy. And we all understood that, and we all accepted that, and we embraced it, and we supported it. And Tommy just every day got better. He got better every single day. And I think he helped us become better. I know he did me. I could tell so many stories about when Tommy and I first met, and the first conversations and the changes that he was literally helping guide me, because I was raw when I came to do this. Dago, you guys know, I mean, I was very raw. I was very prison structured, and Tommy just told me, open my eyes, open my heart, just let flow. And he helped me. He helped me just like you did. You opened the door for me to do my lives and to become more comfortable and to be a part of myself and share that with others. Tommy really embraced what I was and said, we're going to mold you into something special. Just listen and just let me guide you. And he really did help me. He really did help me in so many ways. I can't even name them all. I can't even name them all.
I agree. My apologies, you guys. If I go in and out, and I'm just, we just, Mama Bear, when, because I can't think straight right now, but we just lost a very, very foundational member of this community as well, not too long ago, in the same aspect. Wisdom Speaks.
Yeah, it hasn't even been a year yet.
And it was it was the same situation. Okay, she was a very very important part of this community and this platform in general. She helped to create myself, this channel, this community, this platform. She was very fond of Tommy. They had Wisdom's was Native American, and they had that in common. They discussed that all the time, and they together on tour. We also lost golf inspector, which she was huge. She loved Tommy as he did her, and Rory. We didn't lose Rory, but he was in that mix, and they were all just. I'm sorry, I'm rambling, you guys. I'm trying to put my mind together. Sorry. So this is just another one, another amazing person that's gone way too soon in this situation, in this world. All the good ones go too soon, folks. They do. They truly do. So yeah. I still remember the I just told this story the last live that Tommy had. My first ever impression of Tommy Jude was so scary. Give me 1 second, you guys. I'll be right back.
Mama Bear, you doing okay over there?
Yeah.
You know, I hope people do understand, like, I know Dago is really choked up about this. We're human. Dago really has a passion, just like Tommy Jude, of caring about people. He's such a big-hearted individual that something like this literally hits hard. And I know a lot of people might look at me and think, well, it's not hitting me all that hard. I'm not crying. I'm not it. Guys, I know I'm a little bit less emotional than most, but look, this hits hard. This hits deep. Tommy, I really haven't talked about it much, but you know, I got into a conversation not long ago with Devil's Advocates and Pete with Murder Metal Mayhem. I was going to announce not long ago I was leaving YouTube. That I was going to go ahead and just take my channel down. I didn't know whether I was going to actually announce it or if I was just going to go. And it was a hard decision. I didn't know what I wanted to do. The health was, and Tommy literally, this was probably about a month ago before he really kind of got real sick. He reached out to me, said, you can't leave. If I'm going to do it, you're going to do it. If I'm going to hang in on it, you're going to hang on it. And, you know, I still had it just the other day. I was talking with Pete and Devil's Advocate again. And I said, look, I'm still thinking about just being done. Like I don't want to do it anymore. And now, you know what, guys, like the more I think about it, it's not only just the community of why it's so hard and why I want to be here so much, but now someone like Tommy Jude, he literally helped pave the way for me to be here. And I think I'd be literally letting him down now if I walked away. I literally think that way. I would be letting Tommy down. With all the promoting and all the love that he shared for me, and Bubbly Waters helping me, and Dago helping me. I mean, I just, it's hard to even think that this day came.
It is.
It's great.
Glad
Yeah.
to see you here, Lana. Thank you. Thank you for being here, hon. We love you and appreciate you, and we all are. Absolutely. And that goes for everybody that's here, guys. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. I'm sorry for my little. I'm a very emotional person, guys. For those of you that know me well, you know I don't hold together well when I wear my heart on both sleeves, and I'm a very passionate person, and I love hard and real. Okay, and Tommy was one of the biggest parts of this community, guys. He helped this community become what it is, period. And that's the thing people don't understand in some senses. Tommy Jude, Once Upon a Crime Time, Mysterious Minds, Mama Bear, A Convict's Thoughts, Truth and Transparency, Harsh Reality, uh, all the new creators that are out here, but Jules Ball, all of us that are out here, okay, even people that have what you want to call guilter channels. Tommy touched at some point some part of our lives, every one of us. Okay, Willie's in here. Willie hasn't been out here for a while because Willie's gone through his own horrifying and horrible situations in his life recently, but he's here. He's here to support this because, like I said, Kane B, all of us, Tommy touched some part of our life at some point in time recently and in the past, guys. Rory, we all know who Rory is. All of us, guys. I know I've already said that, but there's many other channels I'm not saying. I just can't think straight right now. I'm sorry. And I think this entire community, we all share a community, guys. AR and Tommy and Rory and Jules, Lana. We all share a community. We are all one, folks. We're all one giant union. And all of us. Pavarotti himself, right there. Thank you for joining us tonight, brother. I appreciate you very much.
It's good to see you, Mr. Embry, and glad you were able to make it. It's always, even with the difference of opinions, you do great work. You're very dedicated. I know that you are a part of this community just as much as all of us. So we send you out a lot of shout outs, a lot of love.
We do appreciate you very much, sir. And guys, I pinned a link up here. If any creators or anybody wants to jump up here and join us to speak on certain things, please do. All we ask is that you be respectful in all aspects. This is not a joke by any means, and we're not going to put up with anything like that. I know that nobody would do that, but I just need to put that out there. So if you would like to join us, there's a link pinned in the top of the chat. Please feel free to come up here, join us as we speak on these things, please. Again, thank you, Pav, for jumping in tonight and showing respect. We appreciate that so very much, my friend.
I mean, there's another example right there, and I'm not trying to take away from Tommy Jude, but this is something Tommy would have talked to me about and taught me. Mr. Embry, Pav, and I, we've had our differences in the past too, and everybody took it to the extreme as if we disliked each other or disrespected. No, we just had differences of opinions that got, on my side, I pushed them out of, the way they should have been. And that was my own fault. I learned a lesson from it. And, that's the thing is we all work together here, whether we agree or don't agree. We're all on the same platform, discussing the same thing, searching for truth and within this community. So, I mean, it's like, I have no disrespect for those that think that Pav and I have an issue. We have no issue. There's no issue between Pav and I whatsoever. We just have a difference of opinions. That's it. That's all there is to it. I still watch his stuff. I still watch him. I still give him a thumbs up. I still like him. So that's what this community is about. We stand up and we work together.
We all do, and that's one big thing that Tommy had always said we needed to do. We all need to come together and push forward together and figure this out together. And a lot of us have done that. AR and myself, and I bring up Pavarotti shows. We discuss things within there. Tommy's thoughts and theories and opinions. Jules, Lana's. All of us, we bounce off each other, okay, in different ways. We all do our things in different ways. It's just it has to be, okay, for what we do out here. That's what it has to be, and that's exactly what Tommy said and what he wanted. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry, you guys.
You know, I actually think Tommy is hanging out right now with not only the 4 victims of the Idaho 4, giving them hugs and letting them know how much he actually cared about finding the truth, but he's with many other people that have tragically lost their lives in a case. And he's up there letting them know that there are people down here as creators that are literally working hard to find truths. We are digging, we are clawing, not only to keep innocent people from getting locked up in cases that they potentially didn't commit, but we want to get information out there of missing children. We want to get information out there on people that need that additional attention and love. And Tommy was inspirational in believing in that. And I know today it's just crazy that this is the biggest day in the Idaho 4 case, another anniversary coming upon us. And you know, it just breaks my heart that he's not here talking with us in person about the case, but I know he's here with us. And there you go. And Mama Bear is kind of crazy because I don't preach God. Like I have a little bit different faith than many. Obviously, you know, being bred within the penitentiary, I have a little bit different faith than a lot, but I respect everybody's faith. And I know Tommy today is in good hands, and he's, you know, he's still going to lead from above. So,
Yep.
Absolutely. He's got I think he's got a little bit of a jump start on us, you guys. He's got a little more knowledge now, and I know he'll be looking down over all of us. Okay. By the way, if anybody can reach out to Randy.
Yeah, I don't know how to reach out to him.
to who?
Randy
I can't get a hold of him because I know this is very important to him as well.
yeah.
I sent an email to Birdie. Birdie's live.
Yeah.
I don't know if he received it or if he knows.
He's aware.
He
Yeah.
probably knows. Yeah. We appreciate you, Pav. Truly, we do. I listen. Please understand. I do apologize again, guys. I'm a very passionate, very sensitive, and a very emotional person. So me talking and breaking down like this is just normal for me. I'm sorry. I know it's ridiculous. I'm a grown man. I shouldn't be, but I'm doing the best I can.
You know, and I don't think that's true, Dago. I don't think that's true. It's not ridiculous. It shows how good of a person you are. Like it legitimately shows the strength that you have within you because you stand and you love and you care about others, and it affects you so deeply. Man, I stand beside you. I 100% support you in the emotion that you have and what you feel. And if anybody has an issue with that, they can argue with me about it because I support you. My wife tells me it's odd when someone doesn't cry. And I look at her and I say, I don't even remember last time I did cry. She says, that's why you're odd. That's why there's something wrong with you. I mean, that's compassion.
I get it. I know. And I know that. I seem to do it a lot. Like I said, I wear my heart on the outside, folks. It's just what I do. We don't have any information as of right now, Lana.
From our understanding, he just passed last night.
It was last night. Yeah.
Lana, I'll be reaching back out to the family again. And if I can get some information, I'll share it with you because I want to be a part of that as well
Of course.
to
Absolutely.
do something very special for that.
I think we all as a whole, the entire community absolutely will be on top of that if we can. That's for sure. And I appreciate you asking that question too, Lana, very much so. Wow.
The Zizians, did I miss something?
The Zizians. You would never know about the Zizians. That's one of Tommy's things he put out there. Good point, Kane. Good point. Good point. I was gonna say something else. I keep losing my train of thought. I'm sorry. Anybody I haven't welcomed yet, my deepest apologies. There's a lot of you in here right now, so it's kind of hard. But we absolutely appreciate each and every one of you for being here for this. I definitely appreciate the creators coming in here and showing their respect and support at this point. That says everything right there. That says it all about each and every one of you. We've had so much divide in this community, folks, on this platform in regards to just one case. One case has divided us in so many portions, in so many different ways, that it's absolutely insane. And it's one thing Tommy hated. Tommy absolutely detested the separation between all of us. He told me it many times. There's no way that any of us are ever going to get anywhere with this case or any case with the divide that's out here. And I think we started to overcome that over the past year. Okay. Truly, we have started to overcome that. And it's amazing to see how many, first off, there's so many brand new creators that are amazing out here, typically unique. Jesus, I'm trying to think here, and I don't want to miss anybody. If I do, I'm not trying to. Senior Wazowski, brand new people that are coming out here that have learned things from some of the older OGs, they call us, and they decided to start channels. Tommy is one of them. Okay. And like I said, he's touched everybody's life in some form or fashion. It's amazing. And what he's always wanted is happening as we speak. And that's the unity. Okay. That's a big thing for me. Mama Bear AR knows this as well. I've said forever, guys, we're never going to get anywhere as long as we keep bouncing off each other and fighting against each other. None of us are, we're doing that, but it's happened in so many other channels. Oh my God, this is ridiculous because this one said this, and oh my God, that's ridiculous. There's things that Tommy put out and did, that he talked about that I wasn't 100% in agreement with. I still respected it. It's same with me.
Well,
I think Tommy and I had a verbal disagreement one time, and it was because he was so frustrated, as was I at that time, about certain situations. But like adults, we talked it out, washed it down the toilet, folks. End of story. That's what needs to happen.
Tommy and I were both so bullheaded, Dago. We had many disputes, many. But
I can see that.
We always worked it out just fine behind the scenes, privately, without ever taking it out on each other, without ever putting each other down, without ever criticizing each other. Or he'd ever nitpicked, like trying to figure out how to make my pass make me look bad. Or we just talked. And at the end of the day, we laughed. And then we'd call each other back later as pranks to make each other laugh some more. And we moved forward.
Yes. And yes, for those of you that are asking, or people that just came in, yes, unfortunately, very unfortunately, Tommy Jude passed away last night. Again, I'll show real quick the Facebook post his son put up, and then AR contacted his son via phone to verify, just to make sure. We didn't want, to have something we all know how misinformation works on YouTube, okay? And that's a big piece of misinformation if it's not true. So AR wanted to verify to make sure. Mama Bear contacted me, AR contacted me, and it's unfortunately very true. Tommy went home.
Yeah, to let people know when I got it through just information I didn't fully know. So I have Tommy's personal number. I can reach out to him anytime I want. So I did. An individual answered the phone that I did not recognize the voice at all of, and he had no idea who I was. And he asked me, and I told him, "Hey, this is the AR." And he goes, "Are you from YouTube?" I said, "Yeah, I'm from YouTube. It's Albert." And he said, "Oh, okay." And I said, "Is Tommy okay? Just give me the 100%. What's going on? Is there anything I could do to help?" He says, and he gave me the news he had passed. I said, "What can I do? Just tell me what can I do? I know there's a lot on your plate, and just let me know anything I can do." And he says, "You know what? The number one thing that you can do for me is just let the community know and let them know Tommy loves them." And again, here's his son, not at all thinking about himself, just like Tommy, not at all remotely thinking about anything I could possibly do for him or the family. It was all about the community. Take care of the community, and
that's
blew my
Tommy
mind.
for sure. That is 100% what Tommy would have done and would do and would want. He, like I said, the last live stream, you guys, for those of you that were there, that Tommy did, he gave out his thoughts on a big scenario, or a whole lot of thoughts on the Idaho 4 scenario, and gave his final, what he believes it happened, and initials and things like that. And somebody, I think it was Randy Fur, brought up, what's going on, this and that, and he said, "Nope, this is not about me. We're not going to make it about me. I don't want it to be about me. It's about this." That tells you who Tommy is right there, you guys. And there is the Facebook post Tommy's son put out again, just so you all are aware. My dad, Tommy Jude, passed away last night. I want to thank all of you for your kind words. He was an amazing man and will be missed by so many. And that's it right there. Like I said, AR verified it via phone call, and I'm sure others have as well.
And I don't want people to take that like I guess I second guess the community or don't believe what people say. I'm just that type of person that when you do hear something like that, one, you want to get out there and you want to get ahead of it, and you want to let people know if it's true, you're willing to do anything and everything to help as a friend and as a loved one. But I had to hear it for myself. I had to hear it in private. I had to hear somebody, and I know that had to be hard for the son to be able to do that.
Mhm.
Of course,
He was shaken. He was shaken.
I'm sure. Absolutely. He loved his family too. His son, he loved his family, folks. I can't stress that anymore. I can't.
I just hope the son knows that we're all here for him too. Like
Right.
I told him, don't hesitate in dialing my phone number, whether you need to talk, whether you need to cry, whatever it might be. You've got my phone number. I don't know what I could say to make it better. I don't know. But call me anyway and allow me to be there with you through this difficult time, because I get it. It's hard. I get it.
It is. And yes, Deborah, he loved every single person in his crime family. He truly did. And he loved multiple creators. He was just, we were a lot alike. Tommy and I both. We were very, very passionate in a lot of ways, very emotional and very sensitive to certain things. We were a lot alike, which is why we hit it off the way we did. I was going to try to tell you guys a story, and it broke me a little bit ago, that the first time that that we were all introduced to Tommy, we were very early into the Idaho 4 case. Rory, we all knew who Rory is.
Mm-hmm.
Rory introduced Tommy to all of us. God love him. And Rory, myself, Tommy, CJ, we were all pretty early on into this and very close at one point in time. And Rory said he had a really important show the first night we met Tommy. And Tommy called in over the phone to Rory's channel. And Rory's in a hotel room because at that point he was traveling for work and that's where he was sitting. And it was so we laughed about this at the last live stream, but at Tommy's last show. And we get the phone call comes in and we hear this dark, deep voice and his heavy, this is Tommy Jude, and starts talking about the whole scenario with Idaho 4. And I'm sitting here going, oh my God, who is this guy? It sounded like a mafia hitman or something. And Rory's sitting at his laptop and he keeps glancing over at the door like this. And I'm sitting here going Rory, what the hell's going on? I'm thinking like, this is crazy, and Tommy's telling the story about what he believed and this and that and what he knew and things like, I'm like, oh my God, I think we were scared for Rory and all of this. And then slowly but surely we got to know Tommy better, realized that he's nothing like what everybody thought he was at first. And he introduced himself to the world as who he truly was. And it was just amazing to see that person evolve into who he was, who he truly was. I'll never forget the first time I said that the other day. It was so funny. And that Tommy's laugh that everybody loved. We all loved his laugh. I don't care who you are. If you didn't, there's something wrong with you. I'm sorry, because his laugh was amazing. And he laughed so hard the other day when we talked about that, because it's not who he was, and he didn't know that about a lot of people looking at him like, who is this secret guy that's calling in? And it sounded so gravel, and I don't think Rory helped the situation because he kept repeatedly looking at his door and in the window and I'm like, what is going to happen here, you guys? It was just nuts that night, but it truly turned out to be something amazing, and we all got to meet and have this amazing person introduced into our lives in this whole platform and community. And I'll never be able to ever forget the time that we spent with Tommy and the things that, oh my God, it was crazy. Yes, Kathy, thank you for being here tonight. Well, when Rory was running behind the fight, yes, and we're all live, screaming or Tommy's like, go over there, dude, go over that way, and I'm going, yo, see if you can hear, if your voice echoes, Rory, come on. It was so ridiculous, but so great. There was probably 5 of us there live while Rory's running around over at the Queen Apartments trying to see if we can hear things and see things and looking for cameras. It was so insane, but it was great at the same time. Thank you, Kathy, for throwing that up. Where Coco and Twat Waffle are in here. Wonderful to have you both here. Thank you so much for joining us. And again, I deeply apologize to we were never trying to step on anybody's toes. I hope you don't think that at all. Nobody knew. Okay. It was a great live. Yes. And there's a link pinned at the top of the chat. If either one of you two would like to join us, please do. It would be an honor to have you up here. Absolute. 100% an honor. Lorray Snyderhan, Kim Young, The Beast 1987, Rocket Queen Australia. I just saw Dolphin 57, Never Again Ever 423, Deborah Polly Putnam. These are just a few extra names I'm trying to throw up here that I'm seeing pop in here. J Dub, Wendy Nelligan. All of you guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. You have no idea what it means. And again, there's people in here that I know that we have disagreed about things in the past in different cases, even mostly in the Idaho case, folks, but they're here. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I mean, because we're all people. We're all real. We're all human, and we're all people. That's what it's about, folks. That's what it's about. And we don't have anything other than each other. Okay. And no matter what, we can disagree. We can be on different planes in our thoughts in this situation. And here we are tonight. In memory of an amazing person out here on YouTube that we'll never forget, folks. Never. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering. I'm
You're
still a
fine.
bit of a mess. So if I'm rambling and saying things that don't make sense, just excuse it, please.
And I say this because Tommy and I had a lot of conversations behind the scenes. We had a lot of phone calls to discuss things that were very private for two what people think are sociable people, because we're out here on YouTube and our faces are seen, and we're not the type that puts our face behind curtains and different things. We come out here, we talk to you, and I tried to come here like Tommy instructed me when I was first coming to the platform, because him and I engaged on Facebook before either one of us actually came to the platform. And he noticed I had created my own Idaho 4 Facebook group that was all about respect, no arguing. It didn't matter whether you believe this or believe that. There was just no disrespect, no arguing. And Tommy said that was a great choice to do that. But he did say, he said, AR, the crazy thing about you is you just came right out and told people you're straight out of prison and you're talking about true crime. And I said, well, is that a bad thing? He said, no, you just have to be you. And I struggled with that, Dago, when I first came to the platform. You remember this because for people that don't know, Dago and I talked behind the scenes. We were, again, normal human beings that talked outside of just YouTube. This isn't just the only place we are. We're out in the world too. And Dago told me the same thing. He says, brother, I really love what you do. Just stay true. Just be real. Just be true.
Be you.
Don't
He
let
always said that
Yeah.
to me too.
What's that?
He said that to me too, and he laughed at me one time because I said to him, I said, "How are you so?" Yoli, Yola, Yoli, it's wonderful to see you here tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. I said, "Why are you always so matter of fact, Tommy, and so just whatever? You don't care. You don't care." And you can ask Mama Bear. Even I think AR knows because we've talked in the background. I'm nervous, guys, when I do what I do, and I've been here 4 years. Okay. I'm still nervous when I go live. I still get weirded out, about different things. I still freak out when I look at numbers and I worry about this and I see people leave my chat and things like that. And Tommy didn't care. And I asked him one time, I'm like, how are you just so relaxed about everything all the time? And he laughed and he goes, you've been here longer than me, brother. What are you asking me questions for? You don't need advice from me. What do you mean? And I was like, dude, I just want to know why you're always so. He goes, because why? Why would I worry about that? It don't matter. Just be you, like AR said. That's what he would always say. Just be you. That's it.
He did tell me one time, Dago, he goes, AR, when are you going to kick the training wheels off and actually do this for real? What do you think I'm doing? Like, we were in the middle of a midnight conversation after an argument between him and I, and he asked me when I was going to kick the training wheels off and do it for real. And I'm like, dude, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. You're telling me that I'm faking this, or what are you? And he goes, no, that's not what I'm saying. Just relax. Just go with it. Just have fun. And I'm like, dude, I'm like you, Dago. There's times where I don't even know if I want to go live because I have that stomach issue. And it's like, man, I don't even know. Am I going to have anybody watching? Is anybody going to give a damn about what I got to say? And Tommy would be like, dude, just hit the go live button. Just do it, But he did. He told me one night at like midnight, are you going to kick those training wheels off or what?
That's funny. I love it. I can hear him saying it too. That's what's so funny about it. I love it. He was
Thank
real,
you, Yoli.
folks. That's one thing he said. And that's one. And again, like I believe we were a lot alike. I've always been just me, folks. I've always been real. I don't put on a different character to come out to YouTube and put on a special costume to be. I just been me. That's my thing. And you can ask Mama Bear. I've even told this to AR. Tommy knew this more than anybody because we talk about it a lot. I hate fake. I do not. I absolutely detest fake. If you're not being who you are, if you're not real, if you're playing a character, stop. Okay. I'm the same person out here that I am in here. And that's what he said he loved. You know, he goes, I like you, Dago, because you're real, just like I am, and that's what you got to be when you do what we do, word for word. So yes,
I think one thing to help me when I came to the platform, and Dago, you probably remember this. One of my struggles is I kind of liked the sangria there for a while, and I would have a few cups of sangria, and all of a
Yep.
sudden, the manner of what I was doing would transition to a little different angle. I was still the same guy, just a little different angle. And Tommy, he's like, dude, and you just gotta sober up, man. Like literally just kick that dumb stuff out and then you'll be fine. And I'm really proud of the fact I was able to get sober and I was able to quit smoking cigarettes. I was able to make these great decisions, and it wouldn't even have been really brought to my attention if it wasn't somebody heart and soul as honest as Tommy. Like, dude, you got to get sober, man. Like, I like you. Bubbly Waters likes you. We all like you, but you're just not always sober. It was like, yeah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, I never knew until after the fact that was going on. I mean, I think he mentioned it to me once in passing when I was like, oh, I don't know. I know you that you had a lot of health issues, so I attributed it to that. But you came out and told the truth about it at one point and said, here's what it is, folks. And I had to deal with it, and here we are. And you're doing amazing now, and I'm very proud of you for that, brother. I truly am.
Thank you. But I mean, it's the realness of people like Tommy, like you, Baba Bear, the people that will actually reach out to you because they care and they say, hey, dude, I noticed something's a little off. What's up? What's going on? And I leveled with Tommy and I said, Tommy, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. And he says, are you still drinking the sauce like you were when you were on Facebook? I'm like, yeah, probably. He's like, you need to kick it. Like, you need to kick that,
Absolutely. Thank you, Yoli. And that's what I was saying a long time ago. She said, I remember listening to Dago, CJ, and Tommy, and we can throw Rory in there because he was in that mix too, and how they were initially analyzing the Idaho 4. It was hilarious. The technical issues. Yes, it was, because we were still babies back then on YouTube.
So you came out first, right, Dago? And then it was Tommy, and I think I even followed after Tommy. I believe
it was. I came out, and then Rory was right. I think CJ and Rory came out
about
around the same time.
kind of this, yeah.
And they were right, like literally right behind me. And then, of course, like I said, Rory brought Tommy to the platform, and then we would do these massive panels where there's, I don't know, 8, 9 of us up there trying to figure this stuff out.
Yeah, it was bonkers.
Breaking all this stuff down, and like Yoli said, so many technical issues, all of these things. I mean, it was just a mess, and we've all learned, from each other. And like I said, guys, there's no animosity with certain people. Like, yes, CJ and I.
Okay, so it was SRB said it was CJ before Rory by about a year or so.
Yeah, CJ was out before Rory, if I remember correctly, and CJ and I, we were really close for a while, and then we weren't, and I have no bad blood there, guys. I have no reason for that. There's no point in it. We just differences of opinion. We went on separate ways. CJ did great things. Still, I don't know if he's still out there, but he probably still does, as did Rory, Tommy. I don't like to toot my own horn, but I try the best I can. But we've all been there together at some point. So
yeah, I haven't checked in on CJ in a while. I nothing against him. I just, that's it's weird because you get really familiar with certain people like you, Dago. You're always one place I stop in, I check you out. Many people may not believe it, but I stop in over at Jay Embry's every day to see what he's up to, what he's got out. Yeah. Tommy Jude was always a stop in. I wanted to see what was going on there, and now we got some new amazing creators that are coming out too. That I get into their chats, and like typically Unique here that's commenting. Yes. Of course, truth and transparency is a go-to at all aspects, no matter what. But we all on our platform, we work very hard on what we do as well. And I know you're much like Tommy. You're very right in what you say, Diego. You guys also, man, you guys could do some long lives on a constant basis. I'm trying to get off after like 35 minutes. I'm trying to find a way out of it. And you guys
Yeah,
are.
Tommy said that to me one time. He did I think I had done a 10-hour stream. I just don't shut up, you guys. So, and when we get into a good conversation, I can't help but I want to hear what the next person's going to say, and people will pop up. And he was like, are we having a race, bro? And I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, you did 10 hours. I did 9 hours. Who's going to do the next biggest one and stuff like that. And it was just, we would get into what we were doing. And I still, to this day, I try not to go past 6 hours if I don't have to. But, when we get into a good conversation, that's what he said too. He's like, the conversation is too good, bro. I just want to keep talking until we get an answer.
I've been trying for 4 years now, get him to cut it back, but he
I'm
just
telling
doesn't
you.
listen.
Well,
He listens. He just doesn't shut up.
Diego, one thing that might be amazing, and I think we should all, maybe you and I get together, reach out to Tommy's son to see, maybe we do a marathon live with as many creators that we can get involved. That goes for as long as we can, and everything donated and everything put in through that live gets donated over to Tommy's son for funeral expenses, for whatever necessary expenses comes from this. It would be just a marathon, everything. I wouldn't nominate myself. I don't trust myself, but we get somebody that's, fully in charge of getting the funds over, whether it be Cash App or whatever we need to do.
Yeah.
We just do a fun marathon live where we could talk funny stories about Tommy. Maybe we can go back through some of his lives, some of his shows that he put out, discuss some of his thoughts, some of his opinions, and just see how long we can keep that rolling. And, if I got to put in a 10, 12-hour day, I can do it. I know Murder Metal Mayhem's talked about doing some stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure we can get some people involved.
Yeah, I guarantee you we could, without a fail. I've seen a few of them in here tonight alone. Happy cat. That's funny. Your mom had hers earlier. Happy day anniversary, Kathy. 28 months. Your mama's got 29 months. Thank you both. They both been here a long time as well, guys. So, great to see you here tonight, Cass. Thank you so much. But yeah, it's a great idea, bro. I was actually gonna throw up a couple things in here, you guys, real quick here, and then we'll get back to talking if you don't mind. 1 second here, if I can get back to where I'm supposed to be. Still having those technical difficulties, folks. 4 years in, and I can't do it right. Where did it go?
I just don't nominate myself, an ex-convict, to be in charge of the money and make sure it gets delivered to where it needs to go.
Absolutely. Me neither. I don't want to touch it. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, how many people are up for a bank heist? Let's do it.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Oh, no, I can't do this.
But I think someone like Lana with Truth and Transparency, or somebody that's got a lot of legitimacy and trust behind him, could be amazing. Absolutely. To help us with that.
Absolutely. I can agree. Most definitely. Oh, that's not going to work. Okay.
Or even if we can get a direct link via the son, maybe he's got Cash App, maybe he's got Venmo, stuff like that, to where even outside of YouTube, he can get direct funds directly donated to him through what we do. And that way it's never a concern of what we're potentially touching or holding.
Right. Right. That's a good point. That's a good idea. Again, master, musician, guitar player. The man was amazing. He's using a Bud Light bottle as a guitar slide, folks. You got to love it. You got to love it.
Did he live on the res?
Yes, I do believe he did. Yes.
I thought so too. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, very talented guitar player, folks. He has his music is on Reverb Nation. He has things out there you can check out all over the place. I've even heard his stuff on what the hell is that platform called? Jesse says he lived in Brainerd on the res. Yeah, that's my understanding. I can't think of it. Amazing musician, guys. I always told him that whenever he got tired of it, just send me that guitar there, that red one. He was like, "Yeah, if I had it, I would." I said, "Okay, okay." Always loved that guitar.
He's got so
Yeah,
many life experiences that when you just
he
get the
did.
opportunity to sit back and listen to him talk about them, they're amazing.
I know for a fact that we've talked about our musical experiences in some. He opened up for quite a few. I think 38 Special was one he was very proud of. His band opened up for, and I think Eddie Money. And then we had a whole thing because I met Eddie Money. We drank in a bar together one night here in the town that I grew up in. Not here, but in the town I grew up in. That I had no idea, and that's how we got into that conversation about it. And unfortunately, we could get on a panel like this talking about a true crime situation. If either one of us brought anything up about music, the chat was gone. We were no longer talking about true crime. It was about music. And that was very sad in some senses, but we always went that direction. Always. It's crazy. Very crazy. Yes. Tommy's Reaper song we have forever. That's a fact. Very, very factual. Very good. Yes, Kathy. Very good. Amazing guitar player.
Him and I got
Yeah.
into a good conversation about Lincoln Park's Chester Bennington, who owned tattoo shops out in Phoenix and Tempe, Arizona. And I happened to walk into one of those tattoo shops not long after getting released from the penitentiary. One of the times I got released, and I wanted to get some cover up work done. And there was Chester and two of his kids sitting in the tattoo shop, and I didn't recognize him because I had been locked up. I didn't even know who the hell Lincoln Park was.
All
And
right. Thank you, Kim. So very kind, and God bless, dear. Appreciate
you
that
know,
so
my
much.
buddy tapped me on the shoulder. He goes, "You know who that is?" I said, "I have no idea who that is. Why would I know?" And he goes, "That's probably the guy that wrote and sang the song that would be played at your divorce from your last wife." I said, "Oh, that's great." I didn't know he was a writer and the singer of In the End. And Chester was very gracious with me, covering up a couple of my prison tattoo. His artist did. He didn't do it. His artists in the tattoo shop did, and they did it for totally for free. They did it for totally for free because he says, "Well, you're on the right path in life now. Good luck to you." And that was at the Tempe tattoo shop that was off University and Rural Boulevard. I'll never forget it because that's the time I got to meet Chester Bennington. And he literally died, took his own life like a month after that. About a month after that. And I'll never forget just the niceness of that man. So musicians all seem to have this heart to them for some reason. I don't know what it is, but it's crazy.
It is very true. One of our subscriber, oh well, I don't like to use that word, but community members here that was in all of our shows at one point in time said that Tommy's spirit, as is all of ours, a form of energy. We know through established science that energy can never be depleted or destroyed. It is merely transferred or transformed into other forms. Generally, I would say that his spirit has been called away to conduct some venerable services beyond our comprehension. I would still profess that now, if I didn't know Tommy's spirit, never being the most compliant and often self-proclaimed defiant, that's a fact. Um, Tommy's work here was not yet done. His natural allegiance to his true crime brethren would make it impossible for him to take on a new assignment, regardless of how reverent it may be. I believe that Tommy is right now ripping through all the documents and redacted reports, photocopying accounts and MPD phone records. As soon as he figures out the universal Wi-Fi password, he will be sending original copies and lab results and will remain at his post till he sees justice being done. Then maybe, just maybe, he will move on to serve that other higher authority. Tommy's not gone. He's just been reassigned. Till justice, Tommy. We'll see you then. Thank you, Phyllis. Very much appreciated, Phil. And very true. Sorry, guys. Welcome, Doc. Good to see you tonight. Thank you for joining us. Always appreciated.
Oh man. Never thought this was what tonight was going to be about. I
No.
just didn't like. I was not. I wasn't releasing any content today. I wasn't going to do a live today, all in respects for the Idaho 4 situation. And then I wanted to come out tomorrow and talk about the victims who I know Tommy passionately loved and cared about and wanted to find the truth for. And
But
you
you
know,
said
I
that when you had spoken to his son that he had asked you to inform the community and all that stuff.
yeah, absolutely, he did.
Okay. See, that's why I said okay, let's do this. But I didn't realize that there would be anybody else doing it. So again,
Well, I mean, who else is doing it? I checked his channel. There's nobody on his channel live.
I guess. Well, that's what I was saying. I guess Twat Waffle had said that they were going to do something and announce it, and I had no idea.
Oh.
So
now I let me clear this up, and for anybody that again wants to know, there's no disrespect intended here. I personally called Tommy's phone when I had heard of this.
right.
Because I wanted to know. I had texted him the other day to no response, and then I hear something like this in a chat room, and the best way to get to the bottom of it's to call. The answer on the phone was the gentleman. I had no idea who the voice was. I know 100% it is Tommy's phone. I speak to him all the time on that phone, so I know. And the son told me exactly who he was. He told me Tommy had passed.
Thank you.
As I was speaking to him to let him know that I was here, I would do anything I could to help. Was there anything he needed right now? He says, yes. Please let the community know what happened and that Tommy loves each and every single one of them. And I said, I can do that for you. That's no problem. I came into my office. I sat down. I scheduled a live for 5:15 my time, which would be 8:15 Eastern Standard Time. I already had people in my chat. I reached out to Mr. Dago because I know how big of a heart you have, and I know how much this matters to you. I hadn't seen the Dago had scheduled a live. I just called him. I said, where are you at? And as I was doing that, I noticed you had scheduled it. It came up as I was talking to you, and I said, man, let's do it together. And we both agreed to that.
Right.
We had a little discussion. Then we came backstage. We talked with Mama Bear, who's amazing. And we both, are so blessed to have her with us.
Yeah, I would never, ever,
no.
Anybody that knows me, I would never purposely try to step on somebody's toes. And especially in a situation like this, I was just trying to honor him the best way I could as a friend. And, camaraderie that we had between each other. And that's all. That's all it was. I had no clue that there was anybody else that would be doing anything. So, like I said,
I think it's a blessing that there is other people that go doing things. Yeah, we all should be. Every channel in true crime right now should be live talking about Tommy Jude.
I just feel horrible that I may have upset somebody that wanted to do something like that. I would never purposely try to take that away from anybody.
I get that, and and Dago, and I'll state very clearly: if the son had asked for some privacy and not asked me to do what he asked me to do, I wouldn't have done anything.
Of course.
I would have sat in my place and waited for others that were more of the intertwinement, but I was asked something. I came in, I scheduled it, and then you and I came to the very clear conclusion it's better that we all do it locked arm in arm to show the camaraderie and what this is. This is real life. And I get people might be upset. They go, this is real life. We're showing love. We're showing compassion for a man that deserves it. Whether we agree, whether we don't agree with opinions or whatever it might be, this man deserves all the love. So I hope everybody does a show about Tommy Jude at any point in time that they choose to do it. We're not here to step on toes.
No,
we're here to honor Tommy Jude and his surviving family.
Yes.
His son, his loved ones.
And of course, this goes to to his team, his producers, his moderator, all of it. It's all out of absolute respect and love for his family, crime family, his real life family, for lack of better terms, all of that. I feel, you guys know how I am. Mama Bear had to go. AR, she was getting a headache really bad, and said to tell you good night, and she appreciates you very much. Right, he has 2 sons and a daughter. Thank you, Twat Waffle. I appreciate that information being put out there as well. Is an amazing family. And like I said, his crime family, absolutely.
And I'll tell you what, if they choose to do some Dago over on their channel, I guarantee you we will all be there 100% in support.
Oh, absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely. I always will be. Absolutely.
No.
And yeah, this is absolutely 100% in honor of and just for Tommy and his family, in all of him, everything about him, period.
I mean, I don't think there's any way possible. Maybe I'm wrong, but there's no possible way to have a true crime conversation, especially in regards to the Idaho 4 on a night like this for Tommy. Like, I get it. They kind of intertwined a little bit because they were so attached at the hip, but
sure.
I mean, I
I understand. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Absolutely, brother. Alley Girl said, "Don't be upset. The mods needed time to clear their heart," and that's facts. They are, and you know this. Tommy would love everyone honoring, and we can all respect you all, and that's appreciated, because I get it. Okay, God forbid, if something were to happen to me, I can only imagine that how my team would be, my crew, my family would be in the background with this. So that's what I was getting upset about. I would never ever want to hurt somebody in that form or fashion, in that sense. I just didn't want it to be taken the wrong way. That's all.
Yeah, I agree with you. And the more I think about it, I kind of understand the mods and the team of people that work so hard behind the scenes that they have over there, and how much this is hitting home with them. And
absolutely,
I understand what you're saying, and I send them every bit of love, respect, honor to them as well, because I understand they worked together for years.
Oh, absolutely. Twat Waffle and Coco, Aaliyah, and there's a few others I know that they were amazing. They did amazing things with Tommy. Tommy looked to them for a lot, and he relied on them for a lot, and they loved him wholeheartedly, as we all do. And so, absolutely.
Just know that Dago and I and Mama Bear and everybody in this chat are all standing with all of you as well. We are arm in arm with you, supporting you. We know this is difficult. Reach out. Anybody that's struggling with this, that needs to talk, reach out to me, Dago, whatever. I will open my schedule no matter what my schedule is. I'm here for all of you. Even if you don't like me, I'm here for you anyway.
I always say the same thing. Yes. Twat Waffle just said, which we appreciate. This was an absolute shock. I was scheduled to be there at 4 p.m. today, but got the call this morning. And that's absolutely heartbreaking. I can't imagine how that had to have played out in your mind and in your heart. And I'm so sorry. From the depths of my soul, you have my absolute condolences, and my heart goes out completely to you, Twat Waffle. Truly. Truly and honestly.
That's one thing I do have to add. These channels are very special to the creators, and the one thing that I have to say is I don't think I've seen as dedicated, loving, tight-knit squad of people behind the scenes than what Tommy Jude had involved with his channel. And you, Dago, you as well have a very tight-knit group that supports, and I guarantee you carried your weight when it comes to your shows. They're helping you every bit possible.
Yes, absolutely.
But that team that worked with Tommy, that's a dream come true for a creator.
Oh,
That's a
absolutely.
dream come true. The
We couldn't do it
friendship.
without that team. We couldn't. I say it every day. Tommy said it many a times about Coco. I didn't know Twat Waffle personally. I didn't know this. I lived 2 miles from him, known him for 15 years, was his band singer and his PCA. We are devastated and we appreciate all your support, y'all. And this is nothing. We will always, always support in that aspect. And again, you
And
guys, amazing
Twat,
things.
I hope you know that you can reach out. My email's on my channel. I'll give you my personal phone number if you want to reach out. I will give you direct contact to me. I might not be much of a help, but I'm definitely somebody you can talk to. You can lay it out there, and I'm going to be there for you, and I'm going to support you. And
Yes.
I'm sorry for your loss. So much love, so much respect to you. And that's something special. 15 years of friendship and dedication to work together in the music industry. And I don't have a lot of friends, Dago, that I've had for 15 years. I'll tell you right now, and some of the friends I do have, you don't want to have as friends. they're really not the ones. But I still support them and care about them. One of my, and Jen always says, you need to be careful, but my best friend of life is on death row in Arizona. My best
Right.
friend.
Yeah, you told me that before. Yes.
And that he supported me through so many things, so I get it. The pain that these individuals have that knew Tommy for as long as Twat did, and the loved ones that worked with him in the channels, that's just something that it means so much. It
Agreed.
means so much.
Twat just said he was my hero. It never mattered how bad he felt. This is a fact, absolute fact. This is truth. He would always go on alive, and it didn't matter. He loved all of you, and that's facts, folks. He truly, truly did. He looked forward to his lives. He looked forward. This is much one thing we agreed upon. I told everybody for years. I've told it that this is therapy for me. Okay, if I miss a day or 2 days, I'm out of, like, I'm not right. Okay, I need to do this. And Tommy said the same thing. He has to do this. He had to do this. When he had to take time away from it, he hated it. He absolutely hated it. He loved doing this, and he loved the people. And I know he loved his team. He truly loved his team. They were absolute family to him, and all heart and soul. Facts are facts. So he did. I remember that. He tried to go live when he was in the hospital. He was very stubborn. I can't tell you folks how much, and I'm sure as much as Twat Waffle knows him, you can agree with me on this one. He was one of the most stubborn people in the world. You couldn't tell him no. You couldn't tell him, now, Tommy, you shouldn't be doing this. You should be getting yourself better. And he'd laugh and, okay. And he was live. That's how he was. Facts are facts, folks. That's all it was. And he loved this. He truly loved this.
And you know what? I know somebody else that really, really cared about Tommy was Pete with Murder Metal Mayhem.
Oh,
and,
Pete, yeah, Petey.
Pete went through a life-changing year himself to where it was very close. And it would be funny. They go, this is kind of a funny thing. I would have Pete calling me literally at 2:30 in the morning from the hospital. And on the other line, it would be Tommy calling me. And then it would be Pete calling me. And then it would be Tommy. And I'm like, guys, you guys are driving me nuts. And they're like, we're just trying to share our wealth with you. How you feeling? Like, both of them would gang up on me. Like, how are you feeling? I'm like, well, it's getting shitty here every time I answer the phone. Know? But that was one of the greatest things I got to experience was the sharing of caring about each other and helping each other through difficult times, because they both repaid it back to me. When I was struggling in the hospital, they answered my phone call anytime I dialed the number. Yes. They answered, and they walked me through the very things that they went through. And Tommy is, man, he's probably live right now from heaven somewhere.
In his own way, yes, I can guarantee you, or playing the show of a lifetime right now, 100%. Absolutely.
He's up in the clouds talking to the angels about the Idaho 4 case and all of his opinions right now, getting them in check. I'm telling you.
100%. Yes. 100%. Amazing man. Truly an amazing person. And anybody that ever was able to anybody who Tommy Jude was able to touch their life. You're
Well, he
not the same
must.
person. You're not the same person after. You know.
Just as we're sitting here talking about Tommy, I mean, I'm getting message after message blowing up my phone, my messenger, my emails. I'm sure you are as
Yeah,
well.
my emails
Uh,
are blowing up real big
I
time.
mean, it literally shows how many people just love and adore him, that as this breaks, it's all about Tommy, and that's what it should be. It's all
Yeah.
about Tommy. Everybody needs to know how good of a man we just lost. I mean, this is scary for the community. If we keep losing the good ones, I mean, I didn't get to know, there you go, some of them that you did. Like, I didn't know Golf Inspector as well as you guys did. I spoke to her. I didn't know her. Wisdom Speaks. I spoke to Wisdom Speaks. I didn't know Wisdom Speaks. I spoke to her.
Yeah.
Just amazing people, and we're losing them slowly. It's kind of like you said the other night when we were live about the musicians. We're losing all the good musical talent that really was out there, that brought everything together for all of us. And now I feel like the true crime community, I mean, it's a scary day.
Absolutely. I'm sure we just lost Ace Frehley, and I'm sure Tommy's up there jamming with him right now. 100%. Thank you, Phil. If there's a rock and roll band in heaven, you know they got a hell of a band now and a celestial true crime channel that will be live streaming forever. Amen to that, Phil. Thank you so much for that. God bless. 100%. 100%. The one thing that makes any of us feel slightly okay is I know how bad he missed his late son, Joe. Yes. That was one of the things that he said that attracted him to me when he realized what my real name was. And he said that was what the hell? How did he put it? That was the word he, like, not a haiku. There was a word he used that he was supposed to meet me because of my name, because my real name is Joe. For those of you that don't know that, my first name is Joe. And he was like, I can't call you that, just like everybody's ever said. And he goes, I just have to stick to calling you, because I already told everybody, you guys can call me whatever you want, just don't call me late for dinner, Joe, Dago, whatever. But he said that he knew we were supposed to meet because of my name being Joe, and that's hilarious. And it's interesting you put that out, Twat Waffle. Thank you for that. But it's true, he did. He missed his late son Joe very badly. He took true crime very personal because of the situation with his son. And that's facts. It helps knowing that he's no longer in pain and finally back with his son. Amen to that one, Twat Waffle. Amen to that. Thank you.
So maybe you could answer this for me, Dago, because I have had a couple people messaging me, ask, where can people find and listen to Tommy's music?
Okay, here we go. Right here. Let me see here. 1 minute here.
Is that a web page? Because I don't know what that is.
This is Reverb Nation. You can find all of these songs on Reverb Nation right here.
Rebirth Nation?
Reverb. REVER, as in Victor. VERBNATION. Reverb Nation. And he also has that link, Twat Waffle just said, on his Facebook page as well. Right. Yeah, this is Reverb Nation right here. This shows about him, the band members, the press on it, the events, videos, photos, all of it, guys. And these are some amazing songs right here. Amazing songs. On a Wing and a Prayer is something that just, these songs are just amazing. He's very talented. Walk in the Shadows of the Moonlight is a good song and really great guitar playing, Tommy. Best wishes, Miriam. Mean,
look at the intros he did on his lives.
Absolutely.
With the music that he had during his live. I mean, that I could shut everything out, just listen to his music on his lives and be okay for a while. No matter how bad of a day, no matter how many things I broke during the day, just listening to a few moments of what he would put out.
He was very, very talented in every aspect. I don't know if this will let me play this to show you guys or not. Let me see here. It might.
He's the one that made me actually want to do better intros.
Yeah. Let's see if you guys can hear this.
I don't
Can
have
you
any
hear that or
volume.
no?
No volume.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a second here. Let me reshare this. Give me 1 second. You
Nothing that passed. You have a great night. It was great seeing you too. Thanks for stopping in.
take care, Fancy. Thanks for joining us on tonight, hon.
Yeah, I'm worried about Randy first. So if anybody's able to get a hold of him, let him know that we're all thinking of him, and we would like to just give him a hug, and if he could reach out to some of us, it would be great.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here.
Oh, beautiful day out. And I'm going to try something I haven't done. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I haven't done it for a long time, but I do have a new pacemaker in, so this thing hurts being right here. But I'm going to give it a shot anyway, and this goes out to the best friend I ever had, Johnny Van Dyke. And the last time I seen him, he told me to write him a song, and that's what I did. So I'm going to try to do his heart part, but nobody's like Johnny. So bear with me. If it's not good, I'm not going to save this video. Got the Johnny B blues. 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 It's the middle of July, and Johnny B and I are jamming. Got the Johnny B blues. Got the Johnny B blues. Got the Johnny B blues. Johnny B blues. It's just another day. It's the middle of May. We're jamming. Got the Johnny B blues. 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 It's the middle of June. September's coming soon. Harvest Moon. The Johnny B blues. Got the Johnny B blues. Got the Johnny B blues. Got the Johnny B blues. It's April Fool's Day. Happy birthday, Johnny. Got the Johnny B blues. 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 It's the end of December, and I'll always remember Johnny Blue. To you, Johnny B. Love you, brother. Have a good day, everybody.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Doing that dual guitar playing with the harp it's impossible. I don't know how he did that. I don't know how he did that. But yeah, that's just one thing, guys. One song out of many, many, many that this man played over in his life. Okay, so many, and did so many amazing things in his life as well. Too many things. Damn. He will be missed in so many ways. That's a fact. So many ways. Again, there is a link pinned if anybody wants to join us up here to say anything in regards to Tommy or put anything out. Please feel free to join us. And everybody, I see Coco again, a twat wappler in here. We're very, very important and very close to Tommy. And again, of course, you guys can display and send your condolences to them as well. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. Absolutely. She says, Coco said we'll do a live tomorrow. I'm really in shock. Absolutely. I absolutely agree and understand.
I'm gonna look forward to it. We'll be there in full support, no doubt about it.
We will all
And if you cry, don't feel bad about it. We're here to support you through the good, the tough, the rough. Let the emotion flow. Let it flow. Tommy would want that. He did it every time he went live. He let every emotion out.
Right.
So we expect that you guys will continue that as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Diego, I'm going to be right back.
Take your time, brother. Take your time.
Is that a hint? Get lost? No.
No. Just do whatever you got to do, bro. You know.
No, I hear you. We got to laugh a little bit, brother, on a rough night. Tommy would say, take a deep breath and laugh for a minute. You'll be okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you, Coco, if you get once you put the live together, if you want to drop the link or send the link, I'll definitely put it out for you guys to send everybody that way for sure. Please and thank you. Let me see. I can only imagine Twat Waffle. So it would probably be very hard to come up and say anything at that point. I can only imagine. That's you're always welcome to, but I would no pressure on that because I can't imagine. It's hard for me to. Luckily, I'm dried up right now, but it's very hard. It's I knew something was coming, okay, based on things he told me the last time I spoke to him, but not like this, not this fast. Yeah, we will all be there, full support, absolutely. It's definitely a dent in the enamel of the true crime community, folks. That's a fact. Absolutely, Leah. Absolutely. His last hospital. Well, I imagine. I don't know any details. Again, Tommy would never. I didn't ask questions about certain things because I didn't want to be offensive, and he always wanted to be a strong person. And he didn't like talking about him. He just didn't. It wasn't about him. No matter what it was, it'll be all right. Those are his words. It'll be all right. No worries, Dago. It'll be all right. The man was an amazing person in every aspect, you guys. In every aspect. Let me see here. I was just sent something. I think I'll play that too here in a minute. Give me 1 minute here. I think we always think that. Absolutely, Leslie. Dago, thank you. Tommy loved you. I know. And as did I. That first live with Rory CJ was yes, it was. Very much so. He was an amazing guy. He's always in our hearts, guys. Never ever gonna change that. Yeah, it's been a while, and like I said, he tried to play it off like it wasn't. There was a change in his voice, and I even told him, I said, "Listen, brother, I know you much as you know me," and I said, "Something's not right. I get it, and I just like Randy Fur. God, we got to get a hold of Randy somehow. I can't reach out. I can't get a hold of him, and I haven't seen Randy in a few days either. That's what's bothered me. Actually, it's like a week." Maybe a little bit more. Actually, to be honest with you guys, the last time I saw Randy, I think was at Tommy's last live stream. So if anybody knows who Randy Fur is and you see him anywhere, please, if you will, send him our direction, my direction, to Coco, Twat Waffle, anything, please, if you will. Was he in Outcast? I didn't even see. Okay, yeah, if you guys can, please. Reach out because Randy was very close to Tommy as well. We had a running joke that we were going to put a YouTube band together, all of us, and me and Randy said to Tommy, I said, so who's going to fight for the drummer position since me and Randy are both drummers? And Tommy said, you could both drum. Fuck it, it doesn't matter. I said, okay, brother, whatever you say. Tom had Randy's phone number, but I don't have that one either, Twat. I don't have his number. I had him through Discord, but he doesn't get in there. You know what I mean? He was. And I think that could be why he got quiet, because he didn't show it the way most people would. Randy was not that guy, is not that guy. He just he had that nervous interaction in the situation. You could tell it. That's why he was saying the things he was saying that night to get Tommy to talk to him. And was he here yesterday? I didn't see him at all. He usually says something when he's in there. He's one of my moderators, so I don't know, but hopefully he'll pop up somewhere and one of us can talk to him, because this is gonna hurt Randy. It's gonna hurt him a lot. So
I mean, and I want to reiterate, Diego, what you had to say. Anybody that wants to jump up and share some words or thoughts in regards to Tommy, or we would love to have some people that want to share their thoughts, and
if you can, of course.
Yeah, I mean, let's just do our best to keep it respectful and loving. I mean, obviously, if somebody gets out of hand that wants to pick a fight or go at Tommy, then we're just going to remove it as quick as possible.
And you'll not be allowed back in any community that I can have any part of, as far as I'm concerned. So it's not going to work that way. So yeah, and yet Twat's right. For those that didn't know, Tom had COPD as well. As all of us stupid musicians do that continue to smoke with those issues. And people that have it, because I still smoke and I have it as well. And Jesus.
I quit smoking, Dago, cold turkey, and I've never missed it. Never missed it. I thought I would. I remember I was sitting at a gambling machine one night. My wife's like complaining about the smell, because my wife's never smoked a cigarette in her life. And I told her flat out, I'm at 3 packs a day. I'm never quitting. Never quitting. So get over it.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, I didn't want to go buy another pack at the store. It was a little bit of a walk, and plus $20 a pack here in Vegas is a little ridiculous.
Yeah, you ain't lying. I thought mine were bad at 5, and I actually changed my brand because they got too expensive. I'm trying to quit right now, you guys. I've gone from two down to a pack a day, and at some point I'm going to be done completely because I just went through a whole COPD exacerbation situation. And I was most of you guys know I was a firefighter, and I ended up with smoke inhalation twice, and it caused these issues, and it made it worse because I am a smoker. And because of that, I get it. It's something Tommy and I talked about multiple times about these issues and so on and so forth, and the fact that we were both idiots for continuing to smoke. So, I'm sitting here smoking a cigarette right now.
So am I.
What's up, Robert? Thank you for joining us, brother. I appreciate you popping up here. Always great.
You know what worked for me, Dago and Robert? It's good to see you. Jolly Ranchers. It's crazy. My wife's like, you always have a Jolly Rancher in your mouth. I said, well, it's better than a cigarette, right? Yep. Get another Jolly Rancher. Get another Jolly.
I started chewing ice out without even realizing it. I don't smoke on screen, you guys. I never have because I know that it's rough for people that used to be smokers to see somebody smoking. So I've always tried to not smoke on screen with you guys in here because I don't want to be the cause of somebody picking up a cigarette and smoking again.
Yeah, that's why I only smoke behind my icon.
That's why I've always done that. If you guys see my thing when I do this a lot, it's because of that, and because I have to stand up and sit down a lot because of my back injury and stuff like that. So,
but yeah, I was sitting in church when this all dropped, and I'm right now sitting at home. I start crying in church, and I'm still halfway crying. Because if it wasn't for Tommy, I would have never met AR. And Tommy gave me my first break on his panels. He gave me my very first break, and I will forever be grateful for that.
Yeah, it actually, Robert, you're actually right. Robert and I we came together through Tommy, and it's funny. It was one of the arguments I was having with Tommy. And Robert's name happened to come in, and we all got together. And next thing you know, we were doing a live together, and it all worked itself out because we handled it like adults with respect. And then Robert and I moved forward. As you know, Dago, Robert and I have done many shows together, and we've shared some good times, and hopefully we continue to do that.
Yeah. And we're more friends off of YouTube than we are on.
And that's why people need to realize we are real people. Dago, you and I, we have each other's phone numbers. We talk when we get the chance. You're a busy man on your work habits, and I'm lazy, so it's hard for us to connect as much as we should. But Robert and I, we talk just about every day through the day, and he keeps me informed on how his family's doing, and he knows I adore his daughter, and
she is very cute, very cute.
I'm not sure I like Robert much, but the family's nice. I like the family, But,
yeah, agreed. Robert's a good guy. He is. I talk to him off YouTube. We talk in the Discord from time to time. We're trying to put something together now. It's weird though because a lot of us have come together because of our relationships with others. When Tommy first came out, we got together and I started like I do. You guys, I mean, Eric, you know what I mean. Robert, I'll throw their link out and I'll push their name and their link. And I did it with Tommy like crazy. He did it for me. And
he's done it for me.
Yeah, and that's just what we do, and that's what Tommy loved about the community is helping each other. Okay, truly and honestly, that's what he loved about it is helping each other. Welcome, Dylan. Good to see you tonight, brother. Thank you for talking with us. How are you, sir? Great to have you here tonight.
Yeah, just got done with my breaks. Had to get those done. Yeah, there was nothing left on the brake pad.
No, that's a good thing you fixed them then, because that's dangerous.
Yeah, it's a problem when every time you touch the brakes, you just hear a banshee scream.
Absolutely, 100%. Twat said I wouldn't be here if Tom hadn't texted me one day asking me to be his PCA. I would have never met my girl Coco or anyone else here, and that's how this works, Twat. It's absolutely how it worked. If it weren't for Rory, me and Tommy would have never met. Well, we probably would have at some point, but we were kind of shoved at each other very early on in here. And yes, before I even touched Idaho, folks, I was in here long before. I covered the Kylie Rodney case. I covered Summer Wells, Deborah Collier, many other smaller cases from. I've been here 4 years, going on 5. And I've met many amazing people, but Tommy's one that stuck. He truly stuck. There's some of them people that you fly by life in, or fly by in life, and you may bump into them as you're going through life, as we go through YouTube, okay? And some of those people you kind of get your hook in, and then they kind of drag them along with you, or vice versa. And I'm grateful that I got to hook into Tommy, and we got to carry on through this community and this platform together, as well as I am with AR and Robert, and many other amazing people out here that are here because of this situation. That's why, I've been called dumb by many people because I've helped a lot of people to try to become more out here, and I've been smacked in the face many times. But there are many people out here that have been grateful to me, that have thanked me time and time again, even when I feel like they don't need to. AR, Tommy, Rory, Robert, many other, creators out there. And it's just what we should do, folks. That's why. And Tommy did it for others, and that's all I've ever said is just pass it on, folks, and keep us all growing together and being together to keep us together, period. Again, I don't know how to get a hold of Rory Twat. I've been looking around while we were sitting here trying to find a way to reach out to him. I have no idea how to reach him. If
I have his phone number.
if Terry jumps in here,
I have Rory's phone number.
Okay, I don't have it anymore because his number changed. I have his old number, but I think we should reach out to him at some point. I did send an email to Birdie, and Birdie does know. He was live when we were live. So yeah, I'm gonna try to find a way to reach out to. If AR has Rory's number, then we'll get a hold of him as best we can, because he deserves to know as well. I don't know if Bubbly knows or not. I hope she does, or she needs to. Have a good night, Jody. Thank you for coming in here very much. Coco, you have his not okay. If you can't do it, Coco, if you don't want to do it, please, I'll absolutely, I will. But if you want to, please do.
I just sent a message out to Rory to see if he responds to me.
Okay. Coco just said she's reaching out to him. Okay. Thank you, Coco, very much. I just think it's very important that he knows too. He was a very important part of Tommy being here and the beginnings. I'm gonna put something up here just because, guys. And I love these are the old school days when way back when he first started, and it was June 27th of 2023, you guys. Let's go back a little bit. If we can.
I'll be right back, Dago. My dog wants to go out. I'll be right back.
No problem, brother.
Hello, everybody. I'm not going to be on real long here, so I don't think I need any moderators or anything. But I wanted to tell everybody and let everybody know I'll be on live tonight with Rory and his show, Thou Shalt Not Kill True Crime. And then I want to let you know that I'm working on a new video. It won't be about the Idaho 4 case. It's about a case close to home here. A girl went missing, and there's many people missing from around this area.
Sure, Brian, you can't.
In Minnesota, like 54 a day. But I'm concentrating on one that happened here in October of 2021. A young 14-year-old girl goes missing, and your mother's a friend of mine on Facebook, and I just think some
things need to be said and told and re-looked at, maybe a little. I'm going to be running a video by Sleuth Mom. We're going to be looking into that because she did such a nice job on it. Not many people are not, Native people don't get the attention from the main media like they should. It's actually very poor coverage, and trying to bring awareness is a good thing. And so I'm gonna be coming out with a video on that, and so I thought I'd come on and tell you that too. Please like up and subscribe and share. For those of you that know me, we have some fun. We have some good times in Rory's and Daigle's and CJ's room and others, and trying to figure out mostly in the last quite a while here it's been 904 case. I'm going to break away from that in my next one, so I'm letting you know that also. I wish everybody a beautiful day. It is hot in Minnesota. It's not supposed to be that hot. And it's hot and humid. But anyway, so I will see you tonight on Rory's show. And everybody have a beautiful day because you are beautiful people. Thank you very much. Now, how do I shut this phone off?
Yeah, he absolutely did, Twat. 100%. He was so awesome.
I'm going to be putting a video out later on my channel with some fun memories I had with of Tommy.
Absolutely. Understood, and that's amazing, Robert. Agree. Let's see here. Let me try something here. I don't know if this will work or not because some things changed. Let me see something here. No, it's not there. Damn. Okay. Let me see. Lord. Coco's in the chat right there, Leah. You're right here. He had the absolute most unbelievable laugh of anybody I've ever met in my life. And when he would start laughing, the whole community would be dying watching him, just listening to him. It was beyond amazing. I loved it. He would get me laughing just because he was laughing. Okay. And that's facts. You can't know anybody that knew him that was ever around knew the same thing. We would get him to laugh just so we could laugh because it was amazing.
Yeah, the last live stream that him and I did together, it was myself, him, and Jeff. Yeah, he invited Jeff H up on the panel.
Yeah.
And I remember Tommy showing the knife on the camera, and Jeff H said, "I don't think you should show that on camera, Tommy." And Tommy goes, "Shut up, you twat waffle."
Yes. Oh, it was great.
And that was the same night that you came into my chat for the first time, Dago. And if you remember, I invited you on panel, but you couldn't that night.
Right.
And I think I thank Tommy every day, for even through email. I thanked him every day for giving me that shot on his panel when I first started. And it's been it'll be 3 years tomorrow that I've been in this community. And the only thing Tommy told me, through the last email that him and I shared, was just be you. Everything will be okay. And kick those goddamn training wheels off, Robert. Same thing he
He
told
said the
the
same
AR.
thing to AR, right? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He had no fear, folks. He had no. Well, he did. He was nervous about doing this in the beginning because he didn't really know what to do, and I was still kind of wet behind the ears doing it. So I was trying to help the best I could to teach him different things, how to do what he was doing, and he got lucky and ended up with some very amazing. His producer, his mods, the people that he had supporting him were amazing at helping him do the right thing. He came up with some amazing shows, intros, outros, all of that stuff. And they helped him with all of that stuff because I did the best I could, and he stepped above that when he came into the luck of having them as on his team. Just amazing things that they've produced together. Oh God! And he said that last show, it was like, well, I might do some more, and then we talked out. I said, dude, you can't stop doing this. Come on. We talked after that. And he was like, I know, but I gotta be done with it. I gotta deal with, I gotta focus on myself and stuff. And I said, I get that, but you'll be back. You'll be back. And he goes, yeah, you're probably right. I probably will be. And unfortunately, we didn't make it back, but we always have him, folks. We have all his stuff here. I'm sitting here going through it as I speak to you now, and it's just there's so much, and it's so amazing. One of the things
I'm truly blessed to have known Tommy, and I'm truly blessed as well that he has introduced me to you and to AR. AR is an absolutely good guy. Yeah, him and I, we have a history with being incarcerated, but I consider him like a brother. But yeah, he's family to me, and so are you, Dago. You're family as well.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. I appreciate you saying that, and as are you. We all are. We all are out here. Every one of us. Whether even listen, guys. I'm gonna give you a little story here, Tommy. I remember when this all went down, he called me. He was like, "Are you all right, bro?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." And I said, "He goes, I can't get involved in this. I'm not going to get involved." I said, "No, I don't want you to." I said, "You stay over there. I'll deal with this over here," because he was still new. And the guy that came at me was saying things about him that were negative, that were nasty. A lot of you guys know and remember when I got attacked by, I know AR does because AR got hit too by a channel by the name of Detective John. And Tommy was like, I got your back, bro. We always got your back, blah, blah, blah. And then the next conversation was, I don't know, man. I gotta stay away from this guy's. If he's real police, and I said, don't worry about it. You stay over there and worry about you. AR went at this guy head on, and it was just one of them things, But he was like, we always got your back, brother. We always got your back. We know we support you, and he did. But it's one of them things, and the reason why I'm telling you this is even through all that. Okay, that same person at AR. Are you still here, AR?
I am. I'm here.
Yeah, that same person went through some very bad life struggles himself. Okay, he very sadly lost his son. Then he himself had some health problems. He had some issues with his mother, so on and so forth. And the person that I am, and always will be, came live with my entire community, and I said, as we were talking about something else, and we had gotten that news, and I said, regardless of what has happened, I want everybody here to take the time to stop and say a prayer for John's family, and for himself, for what he's gone through. I said, I'm asking you all to please do that if you're if you're a praying person, and keep them in your thoughts and prayers. And I had spoke to Tommy not too long after that, and he laughed, and he was like, dude, you're fucked up. I said, what are you talking about? And he was like, after everything that dick has put you through, and you're going to do that? And I said, you got to kill him with kindness, Tommy. I said, you got to be one step above, and you got to stand up truly. And you can't let it get you down. And he's like, yeah, I get it. You're right. You're right. I'm not trying to talk like him. I always do that. But he's like, it makes sense. It makes sense. And he goes, good for you, brother. Good for you. I have a lot of respect because of that, so on and so forth, because you're fucking crazy. Those were his words. And I'm like, yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you. I know I've been told by many more, but it's a fact. It's a fact. After going through that, that channel put me through hell. And all those people put me and my entire community through hell. They put AR through hell. They made some negative and nasty statements at Tommy, at Rory, and many of the other ones out here. And we went head first on with this guy at some point, but enough was enough. And I'm not gonna let that drag me to hell. That's how I refer to it. You're not gonna drag me to hell. I'm gonna stand above that and be who I am.
No, the crazy thing is, and John, you're right. He went through a life-changing situation that none of us ever want to go through. And, my heart breaks for the loss. And I saw him unraveling for a while before that even happened. But at the end of the day, we were never disrespectful. We never brought the heat that direction. And that's one thing that's so tough for me sometimes to accept. I didn't go out of my way. I went on that man's panel and was 100% respectful.
Absolutely.
And honest. I talked about my past. I talked about my downfalls. And I was respectful. Even when he started putting negative things out, full bore about me, calling me many things, trying to present things about me that just were. And Tommy, very much like you, in conversation with Tommy, because like I said, I spoke to him behind the scenes, and he did tell me he needed to keep distance from that. And I understood why. It was because Tommy was too good of natured, and he just didn't need the stress of that. But he gave me some very wise, just 100% advice. Don't allow it to create a negative or disrespectful you.
That's what he said to me. Said different words, but the same thing. Don't let it define you, Dago.
Right.
You are who you are, and that's a great thing. And you keep doing that no matter what. He goes, but I gotta back away. And I said, you don't have to ever explain that to me, Tommy. I don't want you involved in this. None of us do. We didn't want him to have to go through that because he didn't deserve it. So same thing though. Don't let it define you. Those were his words to me. And I'll always remember that. Is that Pebbles? Is Pebbles here? I was just thinking about trying to reach out to find her, if that is her. If it is you, Pebbles, thank you for joining us, and wonderful to see you. But yeah, I agree. Thank you, Bonnie, so much. God bless, hon. We love you to death, and I appreciate that so very much, dear. Yeah, that's exactly how that went down, though. AR. I mean, he really said some bad negative things at you, towards you, about you. Same with me.
I remember you and I were on his attack for weeks. I mean, it was weeks, maybe longer. I mean, it's like he dedicated it. And I think his only reason to really start opening up on you is because you defended me. You came to have my back. And then he decided he was going to turn around on you. And then, it just got out of hand. It got really just crazy and dumb. But, the thing about it is I always appreciated the fact you stood up right there with me. You went right behind, me with full integrity. And we stood for what we believed in. And we didn't let it define us. And Tommy was a good reason as to why. He gave us both great advice in that.
I stood up for him in the same aspect because you're not gonna Willie went through it too. Willie was around for that as well, and other creator that attacked him. I'm not gonna let somebody do that to any of you guys. I'm not very outspoken in situations like that until I'm pushed to a certain extent, AR, and that I was quiet for a long time, and at some point I said, enough is enough. I mean, you're attacking people that did nothing. I've done nothing but come out here trying to do the right thing. That was Tommy, you, Rory, Willie, many of people, and we got to stand together, and that's what it always was about, period. So, and I'll always be that way, no matter what happens.
I mean, and that was the best thing about Tommy, and I gotta say, and I'm still reflecting about how alike you and Tommy are in many of ways. But it was always just don't let it define you. Don't let it hold you back from what you're trying to accomplish. But the goodness, and you know, I could tell, and I knew with you as well, it affected you. It hurt. It really hurt. Like me, you know, some of the things he was saying about me, I just laughed about it. Like, I don't care. Whatever, dude. But I know some of these things affect people because they are painful words, you know, and now, I mean, I hate to put it this way, but I would be more apt to reach out to somebody like John and give him my support and my help if he had just done what he was trying to accomplish in a respectful way. I don't mind if you want to talk about me as a creator or my past. Just do it in a respectful way, not a drama-filled way. Just share your opinions and move forward, and then we can discuss it, whatever. And that was the greatest thing about Tommy. Look, like I said, I've been straight up. Tommy and I butted heads. Like we did.
Yeah. I remember. Thank you, Bonda. God bless, man.
I mean, I even, you know, I loved Tommy for it because the minute I put up a thumbnail and I had done a video, I said no names in my video. I just did a video. And Tommy immediately reached out to me and said, we're going to discuss this and we're going to get past this. And I said, good. That's all it's about. Like, nobody needs to know what my video is about or who it's about. They can all probably assume, but we're going to handle this. I mean, and he had no issue reaching out. Let's get to the bottom of it. Let's handle it. But never did I feel, and this is where you, and even Robert fits into this category as well. Even in disagreement, even in a time that we may be butting heads, you all give a damn. You all care. You all reach out to me to make sure I'm okay. You all reach out to see if I need anything. And I try to follow that same suit. And that's why I always say, like, you were here before me on this platform. Tommy was here before me on this platform. Rory was here before me on this platform. And because I have so much respect for all of you, I'm the same way. I want to reach out and make sure you guys are okay. And I do that for others as well because you guys have taught me that. You guys have led me that way.
Right. I mean, it has to be that way. Otherwise, it's not. If it's not that way, it's not worth it. Okay. Thank you, Leslie. Have a great night. We appreciate you very much, dear. What a rough night, rough day.
Yeah, I totally understand, brother. I was just sitting here thinking that Tommy, when I first met him, when he helped me out with the situation I was going through. This was before I met you and AR. I was getting attacked in my comments by Sarge, and I had never met him before. And I consulted Tommy about it, and Tommy said, "Be the bigger person. Do not engage with a back and forth with him in your comments." He says, "If you have to, hide him from your channel." And that's what I did. And I told Tommy, I said, I did what you said to do. And he says, good. He said, now move on and be who you are. Be yourself.
Right.
And that's what I did.
Right. No, and listen, there's people, Sarge didn't agree with things that Tommy put out at some point, and talked about. They were on opposite ends of the spectrum. You know, and it was understood. You know, I get it. Coco is in here, I think, Leah. I've seen it. She's been in here for a little while.
Where is Sarge now? Like, I haven't seen Sarge. Sarge and I, look, Robert, I get what you're saying because Sarge is he's very stout in things he has to say. Like, he's very directive. I called in when Sarge was first starting to do his lives. He had that call-in phone number because I happened to stop on his channel one day, and all I heard was him calling my wife a hooker in Vegas and how he was going to hook up. And I hadn't caught the rest of the context of the conversation. So, of course, I dialed in immediately on that number. I'm like, hey, my hooker wife wanted me to call and say hi. You know, what's up? And then
he
you know,
he took a break because of Sarge was only into the legality aspect of the Idaho 4 case, the constitutional side, and
Right.
argued those points because it is what it is. And you know, he also Sarge is there's Coco right there. Oh, that's the problem is we're dual streaming, so she's going back and forth in it. She's right here, in ours, Coco, or I mean Leah. I'm sorry.
yeah, I see her comment.
Yeah, is she in yours or mine?
I
No, she's
don't,
coming from yours. You should
don't
be
know.
able to be in here, Coco. I don't know why you couldn't. Why couldn't she be in here?
I have
She
no
might have
idea.
went into the wrong chat by accident.
Yeah, she might be in mine on accident. She's probably going back and forth, like she said. She's flipping
She's
back
in,
and
she's
forth.
in yours. I can see it. She says she can't come in here for some reason. That makes no sense.
That's weird.
Let me double check something, Coco. Hang on, hon.
And look under your, you know, it's really weird because one of my mods reached out to me last night and said, I got to check that too. Christy Nevada, who's a pillar in the community, an extremely beautiful woman, said she was blocked in my channel. And I'm like, blocked in my channel? You're one of my only mods. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Like,
she's here too. That's weird. Like that's happened here. Where I've had my own moderators be blocked and they can't come in here. People that were blocked that were never blocked in here, and I don't understand that at all.
like, I don't blame people for blocking me, but I don't really block many unless you're disrespectful. And
sure. Hold on, I'm checking something, Coco, to see if something happened accidentally or something. But there should be no reason why you would ever be blocked in this channel. I'm looking just to make sure because I did find 2 people in my blocked list that would have never been blocked in here before, folks. It's just weird. And I've also had people that were blocked in here that pop up in here that shouldn't be able to be in here. So YouTube has their glitch issues, and it causes things like this to happen. But Coco's never been blocked and would never be blocked in here. It makes no sense. But I'm double checking just to make sure.
that's another thing I wanted to say real quick, Dago, because I do have some people messaging me too and asking me about it. I don't work across the board with every creator on this platform. I'm sorry. I don't do a lot of lives with other creators. I do sporadic lives. So when people ask me, you know, why do I pick and choose who I'm working with? I don't so much pick and choose. I'm very privatized. Dago, you know this. I reach out when it's something very special like this, and I've communicated with some creators like Dago, like Robert, about doing more often of work together.
Yeah.
But guys, I don't do a lot of lives with other people. I don't join a lot of panels. I do it sporadic, and it's not because I dislike anybody. So please don't take it that way. I've had a few people ask me why they didn't see me more on Tommy Jude's panel, yet here I am speaking so highly of him. Tommy Jude was a very unique creator that had an amazing community. I loved being in that community. I spoke to Tommy all the time. It was nothing against him. He did more lives than me. He was more social than me. He was amazing at what he did. If he had invited me more, I probably would have come over more.
I wasn't on Tommy. Yeah, I wasn't on Tommy's panels a lot towards the end the past year or so either, but we were doing our own things. That's why. And Tommy always had an open invitation to hear, and I was told the same thing there. I don't get notifications right for some reason either, and I didn't know about some of those things. So I tried as often as I could. We would communicate back and forth from time to time. So that, in my opinion, that doesn't mean anything. Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean anything at all.
I mean, the times that I worked with him, it was an amazing experience. I enjoyed it very much. I even worked with Rory a couple of times, and people loved that combination too. Yeah. It didn't happen a lot, but when we did get together, it was a great conversation. It was a great show. And a lot of the reasoning behind I don't work with a lot of creators is because right now there's a lot going on within the Idaho 4. And for a long time, I didn't want to work Idaho 4 anymore. I wanted to move on and go different directions and work different things. I got some other projects in the works that I was going to really focus on. And now, we're back. We're talking a little bit of the Idaho 4 again. So I do come hang out and say hi to people like Dago and Robert and
A lot of
various
people are done with this case and can't handle it anymore either. They don't want to deal with it. Real quick, Coco, do me a favor and type into your chat TRU without the E, Crime Cafe, and that might make a difference. Is she in here now?
I don't know.
There she is. There she is. Good God. Thank you so much. Okay.
Yeah, like last night, me and Lucky talked on Discord until 3 o'clock in the morning, and we talked about the Idaho 4 case and what we see in the case, what we don't see in the case, and everything else. And that was a very good conversation Lucky and I had until 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah, that's what happens. If you're doing it when you're live, you're screwed because these conversations can go on for hours.
Yeah, him and I called him in Discord because I saw another channel that had hit him tagged to it. So I took a picture, screenshot it, and sent it to him. And I called him and I talked to like 3 o'clock in the morning. And we started on one subject about the Idaho 4. It talked about Dylan and Bethany, and then it just kind of went on from there. And I got in trouble with my wife because I came to bed so late.
Lucky and I have had many conversations till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Trust me. And just so everybody knows, anybody that ever looks for me on Discord, I don't do Discord anymore. I can't do it. I can't do it.
I get it. I definitely get it. I'm glad you're in here, Coco, and I'm glad to have Twat Waffle and you both in here with us tonight. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to all of us, I think. Yeah, and that's the thing, you guys. Okay. I've been recently trying to YouTube Pebbles. We love you to death, dear. Spread my wings a little bit more. I'm been talking to AR, doing more things together, collaborations. Robert, of course. I'm going to be doing a show here coming up soon with the Custody Queens Off the Clock. Me and Bertie and I are going live together to collaborate on the 19th. We're trying to open it up more so that we can all, since we're all going the same direction, we might as well work together as much as we can. That's my whole philosophy at this point. AR and I have talked about doing something regularly, maybe weekly or something like that on a regular, just to open it up, broaden the horizons, and make it more interesting for all of you guys. That was something that I had even mentioned to Tommy a while back, and Tommy was trying to get his stuff right with this, and then he was going through the health issues and so on and so forth. So I just kind of backed off and let him deal with that. Told him I'm here. If you need anything, so on and so forth, you know where I'm at. Absolutely. And then this happened. So
yeah, because if you remember, Dago, the night that you had Tommy on the panel, and I was on panel with you guys,
right.
Tommy says that he would love to set something up with me because it had been so long.
Mm-hmm.
And then this happens.
That's the thing, is we were trying to do that. Randy was here that night as well. We were trying, and then very shortly after that show, it is when everything went downhill.
I felt so dumb missing that show when I didn't even get into it till I think you guys were pretty much done.
Yeah.
And I saw the not only crowd in the chat, but the people on panel. And I'm like, I actually literally belong with everybody on this panel because we're all one. Mm-hmm. And I really felt pretty stupid not being a part of that all one. I missed it. But
yeah, I mean, absolutely. It don't feel stupid, dude. This is how it's hard to connect sometimes. It happens. And Coco, I know exactly what you're feeling, hon. She said it doesn't feel real. I just talked to him yesterday. When this happened with Wisdom Speaks, I literally had messaged her that morning, the morning before. Asked if she's okay. We hadn't seen her. She said she was at the emergency room. The next afternoon, Mama Bear called. Mama Bear is always the one that has to do this with me. And Drug said you need to come into the mod Discord, and they were all in there, and that was it. It does happen that way. It's very sad, and it's just unbelievable. It's like surreal, you know? Like it's not true. It didn't happen. But sadly it doesn't. That's why I truly believe that we need to do this together more, because tomorrow's not promised, folks. And we have to. We are all we have. You know, we are all amazing people. Okay? And we're all here together. We're all friends. People can say they're not. I don't care what you think. You're my friend. Okay? Or you, if you're not comfortable saying that, we're acquaintances. Whatever you want to call it, but we're all we have. This is it. And we need to make that the best that it can be. And I know, again, that's exactly what Tommy would say and has said, and it's all about the same thing. That's all I'm saying.
In my eyes, you and AR are my family.
I appreciate that, sir. I do. Joanne, Tommy.
Yeah, that's one ugly family.
Yeah, that's your choice, bro. That's up to you, buddy. Sorry, but Joanne, Tommy unfortunately passed away yesterday evening. I do believe it was afternoon, something like that. His son said he was recently diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer that had attacked his liver, and I think he had done one show. I can't remember the exact day, Coco or Twat. You guys remember that? It was like 2 weeks ago, I think. There he is. There it is, right there. He was in hospital for a little over a week and was only home a few days, and he just got home Thursday. I knew he had gone back to the hospital, but I didn't know what was going on. Leah was trying to keep up with that too, and so he just got home Thursday. And we're 6 days later, and he went in his sleep, from my understanding, which is amazing to me. I hope that he was comfortable and happy, because that's the best, with no struggles, no pain, no nothing. But thank you, Twat, very much for putting that out. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that very much. Wisdom went through the same situation, Pebs. She had been dealing with some issues, and she was kind of like Tom, able to make a big deal and fuss over the situation, but we knew something wasn't right. She was struggling. She had pneumonia twice, I think it was. And she was doing okay, and we were having our little meetings and stuff, talking, and then she disappeared for about 3 or 4 days, and then she passed from a form of cancer as well, from what we understood. It's a horrible thing, guys. Cancer is absolutely the worst thing out here. I lost my best friend at 41 years to cancer, and it took not even a full year. And I had to watch her deteriorate. It does it that way to everybody, and it's not fair at all. It takes the most amazing people way too soon. Yeah, and he had congestive heart failure. He had COPD, and he was stubborn, with a capital S and a capital N. He did what he wanted to do, how he wanted to do it, and as often as he wanted to do it. That was Tommy, period. You weren't going to tell him no, and you weren't going to tell him he's not going to do something because it wasn't good for him, because he'd laugh at you, period. Okay? That's that. You know, just as much as I am. You can tell somebody you're going to quit smoking, and okay, if you say so. Tommy would have just laughed in your face over that one. Or say, yeah, I know, and light a cigarette right there. That's Tommy, okay? But here's the thing, and he said that to me the last time we talked after his show. He goes, Dago, if I'm going to go, I'm going to go. My time is my time. He goes, I've lived a long, full, amazing life. I've had experiences in my life that nobody will ever experience or never could experience. I loved my life. You know, I had bad experiences too. He did talk about that, but he goes, I loved the things I did in my life. My music career was what I loved, and now this and the people here. And so, you know, that was that. And you were not going to tell him no. I watched the man on the last live stream, and I've done the same thing. It's our mentality. He was struggling to breathe, but he was smoking a cigarette because that's what we do. We're stupid in that aspect, okay? And I have anxiety, bad anxiety, and the cigarettes are what calm me down, okay? So that's part of it. And Tommy had anxiety too. You know, we talked about that many a times before. We both had anxiety. Tommy had hell in his life. He went through hell and back three times over, folks, in this man's life. The things that he dealt with, nobody should ever have to deal with in their life, and kept pushing forward with a smile on his face and climbing that mountain 100% and made it to the top as far as I'm concerned. Absolutely, he did. So, and that's just what it is. And I agree with that too. Tommy will always be here in spirit with all of us, just as much as Wisdom Speaks does, or will, and Golf Inspector as well. These are all three amazing people that I had the honor and pleasure of having in my life and meeting and being able to have conversations and discussions with and laugh with in the 4 years that I've been here. And it's absolutely beyond amazing. Beyond. I'll never, ever be able to forget those things. So thank you, Lana, and thank you again for being here, hon. Love you just as much, dear. I will say one thing, that it's going to be different not hearing his voice, but we have his videos to look back on. We have his music to look back on always. That's one thing that I'm grateful for. That is an amazing thing when you are a musician or when you do what we do. We are forever imprinted. As long as we have internet, we're here. Tommy will always be here. We can always go back and watch his videos and hear his voice and watch him and listen to him laugh and listen to his stories, guys. And that is something that a lot of people don't get to have when they go through something like this. Sometimes you just don't. My wife, my best friend, I told you we lost to cancer, Angie. A lot of my people know who she is. My wife has a voice message that she got from her that she plays all the time. They were best friends too. So Lana, I think Lana is over in AR's chat. That's probably why you couldn't see her. We're doing a dual stream, you guys, so that could explain why some of you guys are struggling to see others.
I think you should be able to see both in both streams, can't you? I mean, I'm not sure.
You can if you're in one chat, and I found out, and sometimes you can't. It's weird. I agreed with that, Mikey. Agree.
Hey, Mikey, it's great to see you as well. I don't get to see him as often as I would like. I actually miss Mikey quite a bit. Great guy. You're muted.
Me?
Sounded like you were. No, maybe not. Maybe you weren't talking. Maybe I thought, you know why? It's because it's funny. I got the live analytics on my other screen, and I see you talking on that one, but it's not live. It's like behind. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, I feel dumb now.
No, don't do that, dude. You're good. You're good. I see we have some of Tommy's previous mods in here as well. Pebbles, Rach, Leah was a mod from my understanding as well. Still, and I thought I saw a couple other people in here. I'm looking.
I mean, the thing about it is a lot of Tommy's community, even his mods, are big supporters of our channel, Robert's channel. Dylan, I'm sorry you've been sitting there on mute this whole time, my man. It's good to see you. If you want to jump in here and take my spot and talk for a while, I'll definitely mute myself.
I mean, I didn't have the pleasure of really knowing Tommy, so I'm just kind of sitting back, observing, and just kind of enjoying the stories.
Well, it's always great to have you hanging out with us. I know we haven't got to talk a lot, but it's great to have you here. And I know Tommy would appreciate the support, even if you didn't know him well. That's what he was all about: was meeting new people, talking to them, getting to know them. So
Truly,
definitely.
truly loved doing this, folks. He really did.
Unfiltered Lucky's here.
Oh,
I
is
just
Lucky
saw.
in here?
Yeah, I just saw someone mention hi, Unfiltered Lucky.
I don't. Are you here, Lucky? Again, any creators, if you're in here, if you want to hit that link and come on up here and make say anything or just hang out with us, please do. I do believe it's pinned at the top of the chat. We would love to hear from you.
Yeah, Lucky states, my condolences to Tommy's family and many, many friends. RIP Tommy, you will be missed, which is absolutely true. And appreciate you, Unfiltered Lucky. Lucky's like a brother to me. He
Thank
lives in a state that I lived in for a lot of my life, that my family still resides in. So we get a lot of good conversations about life just in general. But Lucky is another person that fits the mold of a very caring individual. I know if him and Tommy had talked, they would have really liked each other, got along well.
Oh yeah,
you know, just
Lucky kind of has, and I'm very sad that I've never got to conversate with him, or I've wanted to do something with him as well. Him and Tommy have a lot of the same personality, very fun-loving, outgoing, very personable. I can't find his comment to throw on the screen. I was looking for it, but very outgoing and very, very positive. You know what I mean? And yeah, I think they would have very much enjoyed each other's conversation. Truly.
I mean, Lucky for he's that type of guy. I called him 2 o'clock in the morning when my wife was literally. So I get released from the hospital. There you go. For my last thing, I've got a PICC line in my arm. I'm taking antibiotics through a PICC line, and my wife is in California when I get released. She's calling to get me an Uber. I can't figure out where the Uber is, but I got to try to figure all this stuff out. Who's the first? I mean, I call over to Lucky. He answers the phone, and I don't know what time we talked to, but it must have been 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. He's just talking me through all the anger I got going on. So it very much similar to Tommy is he would just let you absolutely unload everything that's going on in your life and on your plate, and to help you feel better about it. And we need more people like that. We definitely need more.
Yeah, agreed. Congrats, Sky Blue Eyes. Welcome to the sauce, and we appreciate you very much. I don't see Lucky's account. I'll take your word. He's in here. I was going to try to throw a comment on screen. I would just like to do that.
I think he's on my side, to be honest with you. I don't know.
There he is right there. Okay. Welcome, brother. Good to see you tonight. Thank you for joining us for this. I appreciate you very much. I think we all do. Guys, please, if we can drop links in here for these channels as well, guys. Have a good night, Kim. We'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Take care, hon. But yeah, if we can drop Lucky's link in here as well. All these creators that are in here, guys, I would love if we can drop their links. And if you're not subscribed to these channels, guys, you're missing out big time. Please. Lucky's got another. Coco, please come on up if you can, hon. Just click the link, pop on up here. You don't have to worry about showing your face or anything, dear. I know who you are. But you're missing out on all these channels. Truly. AR Hayes, Unfiltered Lucky, Truth and Transparency. Pavarotti was in here earlier, guys. You're missing out. There's so many of us out here, and we have so many different things to say. Included with Tommy's channel, guys, and you can still go back and watch Tommy's shows. And I ask you to. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. So, all of these links in chat, guys. Please make sure, because not all of us are live all the time, and you'll always have something to do if you go check these channels out. I'm telling you, Lucky is an amazing dude. He's very positive, very intelligent, very intellectual, and he says some great things. Please go subscribe to that channel as well. I really would love to hook up with him as well. I've been getting at that, but it's just too much going on. So
And Brian Rambles, thank you so much for the gifted membership on my side of things. God, Brian,
Awesome, Brian.
I miss seeing him. This gentleman worked for many of years on the helping people like me coming out of the incarcerated world. And, I know he's been through a lot as well. I've always adored Brian. I've always adored him. And I'm glad to see him and very much appreciated. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we do. We love our Brian guy. Brian's amazing. Another thank you, Tandy. Christie's Chaos, Miss Christie, Nevada, another great channel. There's so many amazing creators out here. Whether they're new or whether they've been here for 10 years, doesn't matter.
Yeah, I talked to Christy. I was texting her when I was at church, and she said that would be watching you guys, but she said she wouldn't be coming into chat because it's just too much right now for her.
I understand. There's a couple people that I know are going through that. Oh, there's Miss Leah. Sorry, Leah.
Hey.
Coco, if you're having any issues, hon, coming in here, let me know and we'll work it out. Make sure we can make it happen for you. Okay. You shouldn't have any. You should be able to click the link and come up. Welcome, Leah. Thank you for joining us tonight, hon. I appreciate you very much.
I wanted to thank you for doing this for Tommy.
Oh, absolutely. No thanks needed. Very much appreciated, though.
Yeah.
It's great to see you, Leah.
Yeah, very much so. I'm sure they're all tired of hearing
we're gonna miss them.
That's an understatement. That is an understatement.
Yeah.
He made a dent. He really made a dent in this platform for sure. That you couldn't change. Okay, you nobody could come in and ever be Tommy Jude. Nobody. We all have our ways, and we're all different in different ways. And Tommy was a special version of himself, if that makes any sense to anybody. Like nobody could ever replicate Tommy ever, and that's a wonderful thing to me.
So unique, just such a unique person that I don't know literally. I mean, how Tommy and I even got along because we're so different, but the minute I started conversing with that man, it was just like, you have to like him. There's just no way you can't. You might not like things he says, but damn, what a good person. I mean, and that's one thing I told him one time when him and I were having our back and forth headbutts. I said, Tommy, how could I be even mad at you? I like you too much. And I don't even know why, but I like you too much.
That's what it was. You couldn't not like Tommy. That's the problem.
That's right. And the people that did it, they were either jealous or there was just something not right. Just something not right. That you couldn't like a man that was so caring. And a lot of people, I don't think they go understand. He didn't do YouTube for money. I don't believe he ever took $1 through YouTube.
No, he didn't. And we tried to get him to monetize, and he wouldn't do it.
He was all about love. He was all about the community. He did not give any, because I even asked him a couple of times. It's thank you, Sky Blue, again for the membership gifted.
I can't read who got him. All right, read him for you, bro. I can't see it from this side. But yeah, I even told him too. I said, Tommy, you get great views. You have an amazing community. I said, monetize for your save. Like, nope, I ain't bothering with it, brother. I don't care. I don't want to deal with it. Okay.
And we even tried to get him to do Cash App, stuff like that, and he wouldn't do that either. He didn't want a dime.
Yeah, it wasn't about the money to him. And look, I know Dago and I have talked about this too. We're both monetized, and guys, I do work on here to make some money. This is my job now, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. But someone like Tommy came on here, and I hope people truly, fully understand. He came on here because he loved all of you, and he loved what he did and spending time with the people. And that's amazing. That's a unique and just an amazing thing in its own self. So,
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good point. And he did. Noel just made a good point.
Yes, Canadian.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just answering her in chat. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he did. He just got a new computer because he had struggled with having issues with the old one. All the stuff he was going through just makes it harder. He didn't even want GoFundMe for his computer. All right, exactly. I made him, and boy, he cried. Yeah, I went through that whole same thing when I ended up with my computer. This community, because the community is amazing in that sense. They really truly are. Tommy didn't want anything from anyone other than our friendship and to be able to find the truth and bring justice. Period. That word for word, I'm telling you, that's what he wanted. For those of you, Leah, I know you can agree with this. That knew him, that's all he wanted. Facts.
Hmm. Yes.
Excuse me. Sorry. Moonflower was just in here yesterday too. I don't know how to reach out to her either, Peb. Cy and Carrie had nothing but nice things to say about him when we had dinner in Nashville. And Cy is a personal, yes. Cy Ray, she's talking about Tommy Post last night. There you have it. There you go. Thank you, Lana. See, he's real. I mean, as real, folks. There's nothing besides he was real. Facts. Thank you for that comment. Absolutely.
I'll be right back myself. Excuse me for 1 second.
Melissa French, please play the song I sent. All right, let me check, Melissa. I'm sorry. And is Coco having trouble getting up here or something, or is she still trying? Did you send it to my email, Melissa? Could one of the mods make sure my email is posted so it's the right one? Because I don't see anything in here, hun. 1 minute. Unless it went to... It might have went... Hold on. It's been doing that lately. I don't know why. Again, thank you, Leah, for popping up here with us. We appreciate it. I don't see it yet. Not yet. Hold on. It might take it some time. Oh, there she is. Boom. All right. Can you hear me, Coco?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you guys hear me?
Absolutely. You sound good.
Yes.
There we go.
Can hear you.
Sorry for all the technical stuff tonight, Coco. It's wonderful to have you here, dear.
Oh, it's fine. I just want to share this with you guys. I'm not going to stay up here.
Take your time.
One of the moms from one of the victims' moms reached out to me and gave her condolences, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. I think it would mean a lot to him.
It would mean more than you have any idea.
Yes.
And you're talking about the Idaho 4 victims?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah. That is amazing.
So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm not going to stay up here, but I'm listening.
I appreciate it. I do appreciate you. That would mean the entire world to Tommy to know that right there, because that is what it's all about. That's amazing. Thank you for sharing that, Coco.
Yeah. So I'm going to jump off, but I appreciate everybody. And
we appreciate you. And if you can respond back by some chance, if you can, just let them know we appreciate them so very much for that as well.
Yeah, I absolutely will.
Thank you, hon. Have a great night and do the best you can. We appreciate you. We're here.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Lana. Absolutely. That's awesome, Lana. That would be amazing. Thank you, hon. I'm looking for this. There's Miss Lucy. Where'd it go? I'm checking my email again. Nothing had come through yet. 1 minute. Nothing yet.
My mom told me once that in life, there's somebody very special that you encounter in life that's not here for an extended amount of time. And I thoroughly believe that Tommy was that special person in all of our lives. That I feel like sometimes maybe he was sent from God. And
I've truly always believed that people meet each other in their lives at specific times in their life for specific reasons. Okay. And there's many reasons that we all could have had Tommy come into our life. It could be because of his music. It could be because of what he did in the true crime world. It could be just to meet that person at that time in your life for whatever reason it was, because you needed that for some reason. But I truly always believed in that, and I always will. I'm grateful that Tommy did come into my life, and came into my community and all of their lives as well. So absolutely. Jay, Coco popped up when she came up here. She said that one of the victims' mothers reached out and gave condolences for losing Tommy, which is amazing considering what these families have been through and have probably heard from many channels and different people. I mean, Tommy's never said anything negative about any of the victims ever. But that says something about them. So God bless her and her family and all of them at that aspect as well.
yeah, Tommy will always be our guardian angel.
That's a good way to look at it. That is definitely a good way to look at it. That's for sure. That is for sure.
He'll always be, like you said, brother. He'll always be here in spirit. We always have, his videos to go back and look at. But it felt like a piece of me died today when I found out.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people feel that same way.
I'm in shock.
Yeah, it's very surreal. Very surreal. It's Tom would be so happy to know. Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. Really would be. That would make this all worth what he did, knowing that one of them cared enough to reach out for that situation. Truly. There's Moonflower. Welcome, hon. Thank you for joining us tonight. I think I just saw her.
Yes, she's here.
I see her.
Okay. Welcome. There's a link pinned, Moonflower. If you want to join us up here, you're more than welcome. If you want to express any feelings or anything, please feel free. Yeah, if anybody didn't hear Coco, I will repeat again, guys, what she said. It's an amazing thing. Oh, I know you are, Moonflower. I know you are. Absolutely, Wendy. Absolutely. And that's exactly what he would have wanted, is for us to all come together. That's Tommy's biggest thing, is that we should have always came together as one. He hated the separation and the divide. He hated that. I'm promising you that. I understand, Moonflower. I understand. I'm just giving you guys the options. And take that into the future with all of you that are involved in this community, in these communities, within this case and all that. That's what, if you care about Tommy Jude and his channel and his family and his creative team and all that, folks, know that the one thing that out of all of this that he always wanted was that all of us work together. Facts are facts. That's it.
Yeah, I had to talk with my pastor tonight, and my pastor is praying for Tommy's family tonight. He's gonna have the church pray as well.
Yeah, we all need to do that.
Agreed. And if you're not I know there's a lot of people that come in here that are not religious, that don't pray, that don't have that belief. Just please keep him and his family in your thoughts. I'll ask that, please.
And there's no disrespect on that either, because I have a different belief myself, but we can still be,
Yeah.
we can be very respectful and
Absolutely. I understand that completely, that there's people that have a religious understanding, that have a spiritual understanding and a lifestyle, so on and so forth. I have there's no disrespect intended in that at all. Please understand.
no, that's what I'm saying. We all can still come together no matter what our beliefs are and put our heads together and just know that all our vibes and our thoughts are with Tommy, whether you're praying or whatever religion you might be. So
Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. Excuse me. Yeah, Pebbles is right. Absolutely. That's all he wanted. He said it so many times. I can hear his voice in my sleep, him saying it. So, and I will urge you guys, and when you have the time, in fact, let me do something here real fast. I'm sorry, I didn't do this earlier.
definitely fill up his comment sections on his videos with love and as many likes and hearts and comments that you can. Yeah. I mean, he's going to see it from above, but all of his community deserves to be a part of that and see it as well.
Yeah, I'm going to drop his link to his actual channel here. And I urge all of you to go watch. If you have not seen his videos, or just go watch them. Take some time, have some extra time, and go check them out, guys. You'll be very entertained in some aspects, and he's put a lot of time and thought into what he did, and he would appreciate that very much. Leave a comment, like it, whatever you got to do. But it would definitely be appreciated by his family, his creative team, and all of us, as well. And him for sure. I'm sure he's looking down on it right now.
Yeah. I don't know what to say. I'm at a loss.
It's hard. It's very hard.
I'm gonna watch his old videos now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Especially the last one.
That last one was the finale, he called it. It was big. I also had somebody sent me, in fact, I was going to play this. Molly sent me this, our videographer. Hang on 1 minute here. I think she wanted me to play this as well.
Were you able to play that song from Melissa French?
I didn't get the email yet. I'm still looking for it. Yeah, Molly, our videographer, sent this to me. Kind of interesting. Very, very wild. But I'm going to keep looking, Melissa. 1 minute as I'm playing this as well.
Came together so long ago. You had my heart, but you didn't even know. Now here we are, our souls are so old. Last piece of the puzzle that we found and go. If we could, we surely would let it go. Now take my hand and hold it fast, 'cause it's time to go and I just really don't know. Take my hand, 'cause it's time to go. And I'll meet you down at the end of the road. The end of the road. Oh, yeah. We could go back, we change our fate, but we're here right now.
Thank you for being here. No
And
worries.
it's never too late. Our love is strong, and oh, it's so true. And when we're together, we're no longer two. If we could, we surely would never let go. We'll never let go. Now take my hand and hold it fast. It's time to go, and I just really don't know. Take my hand, 'cause it's time to go. And I'll meet you down at the end of the road. The end of the road. Oh, yeah. Crazy faith, we've learned so well. So many stories we still have to tell. Now in my arms, our hearts beat as one. 1,000 years, yeah, we've just begun. But if we could, we surely would never let go. We'll never let go. Now take my hand and hold it fast, 'cause it's time to go. I just really don't know. Take my hand, 'cause it's time to go. And I'll meet you down at the end of the road. The end of the road. The end of the road.
Absolutely, my brother. The end of that road and the beginning of a new one for you. We love you, Tommy. Truly do.
Love you, Tommy.
Yes, love you, Tommy.
Doesn't this music just make you go like into peace? Like that was so peaceful.
It was.
His voice.
I was crying behind my icon.
Yeah, he did.
Robert, I'm sure you're not the only one.
I remember one time he said something. I knew he was a big fan of Ozzy. We'd always talked about that, and I told him once that he one of his songs. He sounded like Ozzy. It was a more higher pitched sound. He was like, "Don't be telling me that shit, brother. My house ain't big enough for my head to swell up like that." Because I know he loved Ozzy. It was a good memory. Good memory. Christ. I don't even know how many people we've had in here tonight, you guys. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
But I appreciate all of us, appreciate each and every single solitary one of you that have come through here, and all of the amazing creators stopped in just to say what they have. That means everything to me. Whether they agreed with Tommy's outlook on things or didn't, and because I know there's a few people that didn't, and they have come through. There's people in here now that didn't, that had different looked at things in different ways than we did, that are in here supporting this, and that means a lot to me too.
Mm-hmm.
As I've always said, we can have different opinions and still support each other when it comes down to it, folks. That's what it's all about. Period.
They still like Tommy anyway, even if they didn't agree with his theories.
Agreed.
They still liked him.
Absolutely. And this community, whether we agree or not, Sportsy Girl, this is what real life is right here. Okay. It's not the true crime platform. And because I think Brian's guilty or I think Brian's innocent, none of that matters.
Life matters.
We have to support each other. End of story. Again, we're all we have. So whether you have a different opinion, it's what I've never understood. As there's people that would come into my channel, Tommy and I talked about that before too, and his channel, that differed in opinion and would scream and yell and swear. And I'm not saying anybody here did that, but because we had a different feeling about something. I've never understood that, because we've never gone to those channels and done that to people. You know what I mean? Just because. I'm just saying. And that in itself, here's a good way to bridge that, you guys. Out of this horrible thing happening, I think one good thing that could come out of that is taking Tommy's philosophy and bridging that gap between all of us that have differing opinions about this, and understanding it's an opinion. It's not fact. It's not the be all end all. It's not God's word. It's an opinion. And we can bridge that whether we agree or disagree.
Lucky's in your chat, Dago. He wanted.
I see him now. He's back over here again. Good to see you, brother. I wanted to come by Dago's channel as well. Send my condolences to you all. You are all amazing friends of Tommy. And absolutely, Lucky. Thank you for popping in here, brother. I appreciate you very much. I'm going to try to get in contact with you at some point, sir. I would love to do something with you for sure. We appreciate you very much, Lucky. Excuse me.
Yeah, I saw a comment earlier in chat, and it said Tommy is now with Kaylee, Maddie, Xana, and Ethan.
Yeah, I saw that too. Very much so. Well, I'll tell you right now, y'all should be very jealous of one thing. Tommy knows the truth that we don't know now.
Yeah, and I hope he tells us.
Right. He knows the truth.
Somehow.
So God bless you, brother. Guys, go check out Unfiltered Lucky's channel as well. There's the link again. Please, I promise you won't be disappointed. Lucky is one of the calmest, most positive creators I've seen in my life. That he makes so much sense with what he does, and he's a very pleasant channel to be in, guys. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. Go check it out, please.
And Diego, Tommy could come into all of our dreams tonight and say, "This is who did it."
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. I'll be waiting for it, brother. I'll be waiting for it.
Yeah.
I think it is crazy. Krista did make a good point. Somebody else said it earlier. It is, in a matter, at least here, in a half or in an hour or 30 minutes. I'm sorry. It will be November 13th, guys, and that's wild to me. That is wild.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's only 10:20 here, so I still have 2 hours.
It's just wild. It is really wild. Like I said, at least he knows the truth. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
Put all his hard work in. I get it, Twat Waffle. I do. It's been a long day. Time to jump off here. Thank you all for the love and condolences. I will update everyone. Thank you very much. He absolutely loved you all. You were his family, and as were you, Twat. And we appreciate you. And as far as I'm concerned, you are a part of our family as well, Twat. I hope you know that. I hope you know that our doors are always open to you. Always. So you are, as far as I'm concerned, a part of our family as well. Nothing but thoughts and prayers with you tonight. I know this has been a rough day for you for sure. So God bless. Have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for taking time to come in here with us. Please know how much it means. Excuse me. Have a wonderful night. Same with you, Coco. All of you. And we're lucky enough to have Leah here with us. Were there any other moderators, Leah, that I don't know of right now that I haven't spoke of?
Deborah Putnam, she's in there.
Deborah. Yeah, I saw her up there, and again, Deborah Polly Putnam. I was trying to. I was looking.
Deborah Ackland.
Okay, Deborah Ackland. I didn't know she was one. Okay, wonderful,
Mm-hmm.
Deborah here. And that's to all of you, by the way. I hope you guys all know that.
And Pebbles, Pebbles was at one time, and Rach was at one time also.
Yes, absolutely. I knew that those two were. You are absolutely welcome, Coco. You know we love you. Absolutely. I knew Pebbles was and Rach was. But once you've been in Tommy's life or Tommy's been in your life, it doesn't go away.
No,
It's always there. It's always there.
Oh yeah, Pebbles still is. That's right. She still is.
Right. Okay. Excuse me.
Translucent just said Tommy passed the torch to Coco.
Well,
Yeah.
we will be there to support for sure, Coco. You absolutely, please know that. We will absolutely be there to support in every aspect. If you need help with anything in any way, shape, or form, you please reach out to any one of us. We are absolutely here for you wholeheartedly.
Yep.
Coco said they'll do a live. She'll do a live tomorrow on Tommy's channel.
Absolutely. And I at some point I'll grab the link for it when it goes up and I'll put it out through my channel and we will all be there to support as well.
Yep.
And then some, I'm sure.
I will make sure that my community is well aware of it and they're supporting as well.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Does anybody have anything? I think we probably it's getting late here for me and I'm gonna have to get out of here at some point, but I want to make sure that everybody that wanted to make any kind of statements or anything gets their time to say something, if you will.
I would always love Tommy. I will always miss Tommy. I'm gonna make a video about him tonight.
I'm sure that'll be very well done, Robert, and very much appreciated as well. Thank you, Translucent, for that statement as well. Thank you all truly for being here. And please, I will ask again, everybody go over and show some love to Tommy's channel, to his creative team, his family, leave comments, whatever you can do. It'll definitely be very well accepted and appreciated. I can promise you that much. Thank you, Jeremy. You as well. Thank you to all of you. A lot of names I'm not familiar with that I've seen in here too, and we all appreciate that very much. I want to thank AR for reaching out to me to put this together. And again, I want to one more time express my apologies for not knowing that there was going to be something done beforehand and not reaching out for that. My apologies. I think it turned out well. Everybody came in here together, and that's what means everything, I think.
This is what Tommy wanted. He wanted us all coming together.
Yeah, absolutely. And it turned out nice. Sorry, it wasn't better, but like I said, I'm a little emotional and things get rough when I get that way. So,
If I could just wrap my part up real quick, and then Dago, I'll let you handle the rest of the show. I just want to clearly state for everybody in the community that I am blessed and thankful for being able to know Tommy. The difference that he made in my life maybe doesn't get shown enough on a day in and day out basis, but I want people to understand the man truly blessed me with just who he was, his personality rubbed off on me on great ways. And I've been very upfront that him and I butted heads. And I think that actually made me a stronger and better person. I couldn't be more appreciative of his community that has come over and shown me love, his moderators that reach out and support me. Even in the times of difficulty between Tommy and I, the moderators were always amazing. Lee, I have you actually as a friend on Facebook.
Yes.
Numerous of you guys have been amazing parts of my life, whether it be supporting my wife, my dogs, me personally. This is a time where I'm gonna sit back tonight. I'm gonna literally just heart and soul try to talk to Tommy through whatever routes that he can feed into my mind and into my heart, and help guide me through the pain that this is not only for me, but the community itself, to where I can continue to strive to be better, do better. And I hope he chimes in with me from time to time to continue to guide me like he always did. And I mean, I can't express enough how thankful I am. But Lee, I'm thankful for you, all of the moderators that work so hard on that channel that are going to probably continue to do so. You all are amazing. You guys are friends. You're always welcome and a blessing to come over to my channel. I mean, if you guys want to come on panel anytime, you're more than welcome. Just keep doing what you guys do. You guys are awesome, and you guys are making such a big deal. I mean, look at the turnout that you guys have gotten tonight. Not only Tommy, but the mods deserve major credit for that as well. All the true crime creators that stopped in here to show love, and that just shows so much on how well respected and loved you guys all are.
That is a very good point, my friend. And again, I want to add to the when you're done, AR, I want to add to that as well.
I think that's all I can say, because even for the first time in years, Dago, I have tears in my eyes, and I'm not sure that's common. So, Tommy, you even got the better of me tonight, buddy.
There you go. I think Leela just gifted you a super chat, sir.
And I truly appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. To add to that, you guys, I want to thank something else first and foremost. All the amazing creators, Lana with Truth and Transparency, Jay Embry, Mr. Pavarotti himself, Unfiltered Lucky, Typically Unique, Robert from True Crime Unleashed, AR Hayes, Dylan Hildreth as well.
Kathy's Indie Zone.
Kathy from Kathy's Indie Zone, absolutely. I'm trying to put them all together in my head, guys. It's a lot. But all of you that came in here, that means everything. That means everything. Tommy absolutely would love that. And all of these communities that have come together tonight, that means the world. to me. And I think I want to put something together. I'm going to talk to some of these creators and see if we can do something here with all of us. At one point, as a tribute.
You read my mind, Dago. I was planning on doing a memorial live this coming Sunday, playing a couple of Tommy's old videos.
Yeah, well, I've been thinking about trying to get us all on one panel together, just to discuss a few things in memory of Tommy. Welcome, Krista. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, I was gonna call all night. I just couldn't stop crying. But I just wanted to say, like, but before you guys go, I didn't know him as well as you guys did. But the times that I did know, when I talked to him, he heard like kind of my story. And one time we were talking, and I said, "Everybody hates me. Nobody wants to talk to me." I would get really like down on myself because of my past. And he would say, he was like, "Don't ever stop being who you are." He said, "Even though you got more felonies than all of us put together, and you're prettier than all of us,
Yeah.
don't ever give up. You like, just don't stop being who you are." And I didn't even know him that well. And that was one of the things I just can't like it. I'm sorry. I was trying not to cry all night, but it's just
it's
you know,
okay.
Feel stupid when you're crying like, but it's just I was just looking at one of his videos, and I think it was one of the ones that we were talking on, and I just can't. He was just so everything he was going through, and my grandfather died from COPD, and I would tell him, I said, you don't sound well. And he's like, I know, and then he would just always blame everybody else instead of himself.
You said to me before, you were so surprised at how we all accepted you and have supported you in many different ways, and now you're saying it about him as well, and that says a lot, I think.
I met him when he was talking to Andrew Myers, remember?
Yeah.
The lawyer, and then I started to talk to that lawyer, so I reached out to him and I said, I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm not very professional. And that's when he was just telling me, like, stop being so hard on yourself. He's like, every time I hear you talk, you're so hard on yourself, and you guys are so beautiful, even though you have more.
I've told you too many times. I've told you too many. Does he know? Thank you, Leela. Okay, thank you. If anybody does talk to Rory, let him know. He can reach out to myself or any of us to discuss anything if he wants to.
No, all of you, every single one of you have been so welcoming to me. Like, and I'm not true crime, and so I don't really know much. So I would pop in everybody's lives, and I would just pop in comments and stuff, and like everybody's just always welcoming. But I would just get down on myself all the time, and he was just.
Well, Chris, if I could reiterate real quick, Tommy was right. You are absolutely amazing. You are absolutely beautiful. Keep the head up, chin up. We all love you. We all adore you. We all support you. I know Tommy's looking down right now saying the exact same thing. Don't lose confidence. Anytime you feel that way, reach out to one of us. Reach out to one of us. We're going to pick you up. We're going to bring you along. We're going to, I love seeing you on panel with Dago. I love seeing you in the chats. Never let your head go down. Tommy would never want that. I don't want that. Dago doesn't want that. And you don't need to do it.
I was sitting here all night.
I'll invite you. Bring your pretty self on over and do a live with me one day. Come on over. We'll do the Beauty and the Beast live. Come on over. Come on over.
It's funny. I'm sitting here. I was scared to come up. I don't know why. I was nervous to come up because I don't know him like you guys know him. And then all of a sudden I looked up. One of my angel numbers was up there, and I was like, "Oh my god!" He would be telling me right now, "What are you doing? Go up there and talk to everybody."
And I told you before, you don't have to know him to know him. Okay. And something I say in every one of my streams, you guys, and Krista, you know this. You've been on panel with me more times than you haven't. At the end, every time I end my shows, guys, I say, be sure to love yourselves and love each other. Knowing your own self-worth means everything in the world to you, yourself. Okay. We're all hard on ourselves. Okay. We all are. Every one of us. I know AR is. I know you are. We've talked ourselves. Okay. I know Robert has been. I'm sure Dylan has been at some point in his life as well. And everybody in this community is hard on yourself at some point. But knowing your own self-worth means everything in the world. And you have it, kid. You got it.
I always said to him, like, I don't know everything that you guys know. Like, I feel stupid asking questions. And he's like, I can't believe you. He just wouldn't.
What have I told you?
He wouldn't let me say it.
Right.
And AR, you feel the same way to me. You all have.
Dumb question you can ask is the one you don't ask. That's what this is all about. You have to ask questions.
Yeah, when I've seen you on panel with Dago before, Krista, you come off as very confident and very sure of yourself, and that's something in you I admire.
And there's no reason to not be, hon. You don't do the crime stuff, but my wife watches your stuff now. Krista has reality with Krista Marie, and she covers the Bravo stuff, guys. She does an amazing job at it. Sometimes I don't know what the hell she's talking about when I go over there because I don't watch that stuff, but my wife does, and she does amazing over there. The confidence that she has when she's talking about that goes above and beyond any confidence I have when I'm talking about crime. So you're amazing at what you do, and you have to realize that and realize your own self-worth, hon, because it's there and you have it. That's fact.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Keep doing the amazing work. Keep doing it.
Yeah, I was on a live earlier when I found out I was doing something about mental health and like inner peace and Tomboy, and she told me, and I was talking about my parents or something, and then she told me it happened, and I just couldn't, and I haven't stopped crying since.
And you've been through just like Tommy. So you do know him.
Yes.
But you don't know him. You know him through yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You've been through hell and back time and again, just like Tommy has. AR has. I have at some point. Okay, we all have to some aspect. So you know us, whether you know us or not. You know us in that aspect. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You've lived it.
That's what he said. He's like, I can't believe. He just couldn't believe it with my felonies. And he's like, you got it. He's like, I can't believe. Look how proud of you. He's like, and I was so proud of him when he started. I was like, oh, look at you. Like you have 2 jobs. Like, you know what I mean? I'm sitting here like. He was just so kind, and I watch his videos, and because his face is so right there, and you know, like you can go there right now, and it's like you're talking to him, and like I do believe right now, like when you put a lot of energy into something, like he did with the Idaho 4, he had such a heart for it that when if I don't know what you believe, but I believe he's on the other side, that they were waiting for him, and it's something that he knows that we don't know yet, and he's going to find a way to tell us the truth. But I think he was so passionate about it that you put that energy into it. That's what's going to be on the other side for you.
He was. That's how me and him linked the way we did, because we both have, as a lot of people do, some don't, some do have that absolute passion for what we do. You know, it's not, yes, I have a monetized channel. Yes, this is my job. Okay. But it has been. Okay. Tommy, God bless him and have that respect for him in that aspect to the highest level for not doing that. But there's some of us that this is our job. Unfortunately, I'm disabled. This is what I do. It doesn't do much, but it's what I do, and I love it. Okay. And so we have that same passion. That's how we linked. And
he's like, look how we all find each other. I was like, oh, I love that.
That's it right there.
It's like reality TV. Well, we just all found each other. I was like, oh, I said,
we all come in each other's lives at some point for a reason. I truly believe that. And here we are, truly.
You guys are like amazing people. And Dago, I was upset at first. People I thought about was you guys. I was worried about you. I was worried about AR, and I was like, I gotta get that Discord. Like, I was really upset. I'm like, I gotta get to my friend. Like, I would be upset. That's
what's amazing about you, Krista.
I just thought about you.
That's what's amazing about you. I've talked about that within my Discord to my mods. You have such a beautiful soul, okay, and heart. It's gonna bring tears to my eyes even talking about it, because you're so out there and you put yourself out there just like I have myself. You wear your heart on your sleeve and you wear it on the outside, and you don't protect it on like I do, or like I don't either at some point.
I know.
And that's what is so beautiful about you as a person. And that's what Tommy probably saw in you as well.
And that's what I see in you. I say the same thing. And that's why you and I get along. We're so ADHD. We're just like, we'll have a conversation. Nobody else will understand but us.
Absolutely. And I've said that to people before. There's people I've seen in chat when you're on panel. They're like, she talks so fast. How do you understand her? I said, because I'm the same way. I get it. It's all good. Take care, Tanny. Thank you, hon. And I
didn't mean to make anybody cry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We have to. You have to be able to release. You have to be able to release. And if you don't, and you sit on it, it's gonna come and blow up on the inside, and it makes it worse. So
I'm just glad
Thank you.
he's resting in peace. I know he is. I
No
just
one,
his
thank
family. I
you.
want to make sure they know
Absolutely.
that everybody's. I mean, you guys all came together so like it's amazing. I'm so glad you did this because I was like I didn't know where to go. I just knew that like I wanted to see you guys because I was in shock and I was upset. And it's just you guys are amazing that comes and do this and just to sit here and because you can't, we're not in the same state, so it's hard to like all get together with this. Thank God we have something like this now
That's
because
what's so amazing. That
mm-hmm.
is what's so amazing about this.
That's
I do truly agree. And that's one thing I will say about this community is we can very quickly come together, whether we have differences or not, in a situation like this, and make this something like this happen. That's fact, truly.
Yeah.
And it's happened before, and I'm sure it will happen again, unfortunately. But that's what it's all about, you guys.
There you go. I gotta say, it literally took us minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, not even.
Yep.
We were
Oh.
both. I was in the middle of something. I was playing cards or something. Mama Bear called, and he called, and I'm like, I'm right there. Let's go.
I was literally getting onto your live, and Willie called. They called, and I told him he was starting to tell me something. I was like, no, listen, Tommy's gone, and he was in shock. And that's why he went to your chat.
And
I said, listen, everybody's worried about you, asking about you. You got to go, just go say hi. He's been through some shit.
Willie's going through his own thing, and he still came in here enough
Yep.
to support and show, because that's who Willie is too.
He was when I told him he just stopped whatever he was saying. We just talked about Tommy. He was in shock. He couldn't believe it.
Anybody that talks to Willie can tell him he's got my phone number. He could reach out to me.
Mm-hmm.
If he needs anything, have him reach out.
He's going through a lot with his grandmother and things like that. It's just
I get it. I'm a friend. I'm not a foe. I'm one that's here to support. And
yeah, he might want to tell. He might actually reach out to you because he's
more than welcome to. I mean,
it's people
he's
asking.
more than welcome to. He's got my cell phone number for a reason. He's got my cell phone number for a reason. So.
Yeah, say prayers for him right now. His grandmom's better. She's okay, but he's got other stuff he's going through.
He's got other stuff going on too. I know.
And sometimes he needs an outlet to get some of that off his chest. I'm always there. He can yell at me, he can cry with me, can whatever he wants to do. Have him come on over and I'll chat.
I said, people ask about you every time I'm in a live, every single time they see me. And I said, I said, that's amazing. I said, everybody, I said, doesn't that make you feel good?
He's a very loved part of this community for sure. That's a fact.
I mean, don't tell him I like him already. Just let him know.
I don't even like him. I don't even like him, so I was kidding.
Don't get him all fuzzy, like I actually like him or something. But
he's a good dude. He's a really good guy.
I mean, hell, I don't even like Dago. I just come over here to hang out. I mean,
Willie's one of them guys that tries to act like a hard ass, and then if you get him in the dark room, he lets it out. He's a good dude. He's got a beautiful soul too. He really does.
AR is gonna get the Willie the warm and fuzzies.
Yeah, don't make me get warm and fuzzies.
It was just weird how it happened. Like I'm crying about that. I'm getting ready to go to your live. He calls. And it was like, wow, it was weird. Everything just came together because I haven't talked to him in a couple of days. I was like, it's day 4. I need to hear from you. I need to know you're okay. It's been 4 days. That's when I start to worry. And then he just happened to call right when I was getting on your live. And I was like, oh, and then everybody, it's crazy because then he went right to your chat. So we were all together, connected through that. It's just how it happened.
Billy and I are pretty close from a situation that kind of like with Tommy and all that. I mean, it happens, guys. That's what brings us together. And that's what keeps us together. And that's what's going to keep us together. And I know, God forbid, something ever were to happen to me. I know how this community would come together for that. And I know that already. With AR and anybody that this happens to.
Nothing's happening to you. Don't say that.
I'm not saying
take
that. I'm sorry. I'm just telling you that is why I'm so drawn to this, because before this, okay, Matt, remember when we didn't have this? Okay.
Yeah.
We had a few people we were close to like this. We're close to people all over the world right now, you guys. We're communicating with each other all over the world. All over. The UK, Australia, Norway, Germany, Japan. There's people from Africa, all Thailand, okay? That's an amazing thing to me. That we have people that came from all over the world to step in here and to memorialize an amazing man that created something and brought so many people together. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what's amazing about all of this and all of you and all of us.
You guys are so and just it's amazing because you're so passionate about what the cause is, and it's be different opinions. Like you said, we respectfully disagree. The planet Earth is not a cult, and we're supposed to learn from each other. So how else are we? You know what I mean? When we disagree, I love to disagree. It's why my podcast is called Whose Side Are You On? Because I need to know other sides. I don't think I'm right all the time, so I need to hear other perspectives. Like right now, I think they're all feds. I'm on else.
If we all did agree, can you imagine how boring it would be?
Yes, it would be very boring. We have nothing to talk about.
My wife, my wife was in the bedroom listening on her YouTube, and she comes in here on my community. She goes, she said, I bet something happens to you. They're just going to say, well, he's gone now.
Well, once again, I want that's awesome. I want to thank Robert and AR Reality with Krista Marie, Dylan Hildreth with Hildreth News, Truth and Transparency, Miss Lana, Jay Embry, Pavarotti, Unfiltered Lucky, Miss Kathy at Kathy's Indie Zone. Oh my God! Come on, guys, help me out here.
Too many good people to name. Just the entire amazing community that showed up here for such a cause.
Even Translucent. I know she doesn't like me, but she's here. That means a lot, guys. That's what it's about right there. So thank you all to all of you in every one of these amazing communities. Tommy, we love you, brother. Fly high, fly free.
My wife was joking too, Dago.
Over us. I know, Robert. It's all good. Every one of you guys, thank you so much. And as I always say, folks, don't forget to love yourselves and love each other. Know your self-worth, guys. You're all so very amazing. God bless. Good night. We will all see you very soon.
Have a good night, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me come up. I know it's late, but thank you for that.
Good night, everybody.
Love you all.
Thank you, Wellington, for that. God bless. Good night, everybody. Thank you all again to all the moderators from every channel. God bless. Yoli. Yes, Yoli was in here. I'm sorry. My mind is so bad. God bless you guys. Good night. We will see you guys very soon. Take care.